All right, everybody, stick them up. Stick them up. You know what time of year it is. It's officially autumn. Officially! And I know what you all have. I can smell it. I can smell it. Libra can smell it. I know you all have pumpkin spice. Statistically, at least one of you has to be holding on to a pumpkin spice latte right now. And if you are, hand it over. You don't have a choice in the matter. It's mine. I don't got it. I don't believe you. I don't believe you. All hail the great pumpkin. And if one of you doesn't have pumpkin spice, I bet at least one of you has a pumpkin. It's officially fall, which means at least one of you has to have a pumpkin, which means now I have a pumpkin. Give it to me. Give it to me! I want it. Last I checked, pumpkins don't cause gas. That was me. That was from that was from the tacos I ate earlier. Thank you for the soup. That's gonna make me a little less gassy. Smell this! No, joke's on you. You have to smell this. You have to smell this. No, that's gonna make them smell worse, not the eggs. The eggs make them smell worse. You smell it. You want to cast fart so bad? You smell it. I don't have pumpkins, but I do have a COVID. That count. That you can keep. But I hope it goes away soon. Although if I had COVID, then I wouldn't have to leave my apartment. No, I cannot manifest getting sick right now. I already dealt with a little bit of a health scare this morning. I'll get into it in a minute. But hello, everybody. Also, thank you for the head pat. Thank you for all the redeems, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Happy Tuesday. It is me, her queen, Chef Lilith, the Spectral Love Bunny. It is so lovely to see you all. Hello, hello. Hi. Did we all have an okay weekend? Hello, it's good to see you all. Anybody that is sick, I hope I cast the beam of get better on you now. I cast the beam of get better on you now, and I'm hoping that all of you get better real soon. But it's good to see you all. Hello. Hello, Roro. Hello, Trick Proof. Hello, Doc. Hello, Libra. Hello, Craig's Critique. Hello, Pink Floyd. Hello, Fluffy. Hello, Lumi. Hello, Jacob. Hello, all. It is so good to see all of you. It is so good to see all of you. I just got over COVID. I'm glad that you are out of the woods. I'm glad that you're out of the woods now, but I'm so sorry that you had to deal with COVID. And I'm sorry that you had to deal with it for so long. My goodness. If you just got over COVID, I hope that you can go and enjoy yourself. And if you're still struggling with COVID, I hope that you get better very, very soon. And that you're having lots and lots of soup. Sorry, but COVID doesn't come with a gift receipt, so no giving it to the streamer. Yeah, that's not something I can return. Although I don't think I've ever returned any gift that you guys have gotten me over like Throne or everything, because I've liked everything. I went to Shoppers a few days ago and Ray was like, you got Halloween candy, didn't you? And I was like, please, it's not even October. You think I have a little self-control? So anyway, here it is. I brought a huge box. Ow! Thank you for the 102 biddies. That's a very specific number, but I appreciate it a lot. Halloween candy, that's also fall. Hand it over. Hand over the box. I want that box. What's it? Wait. But before I try and steal the box, what's in there, Jacob? What's in there? What candy's in there, specifically? I don't want it if there's any mounds in there, although I'm not sure if they have mounds in Canada. If they do, I don't want it. Whatever else they got, I'll take that. Any Crunch Bars? Twix? I could really go for some chocolate. Although I have something here right now. We're gonna do another quick round of what is Lilith eating. I bet you guys can't get it this time. What's Lilith eating today? If you can't get it, I'll give you a hint. Ow!
Got to round off an odd 20 bits.
Thank you. I appreciate your odd 20 bits. And even 100 bits. Thank you, dog. What's in the fucking box, Jacob? I want it. Is there a Libra in there? Is there a Libra candy? I want a Libra candy. I'll eat a Libra candy. Chorp, chorp. Big chorps today. But yes, everybody asking, we actually are gonna play a game today. We are gonna play a game. I got this game today. I've been wanting to play it actually for years. And now I finally have it in my Steam library. I just bought it today. And they just made like an updated version that they put on Steam. We're gonna be playing this game called Off. I've been wanting to play it like since high school. I don't know why I never got to it, but it's been out for a really long time, and they just released like an updated, like remastered version, and it's supposed to be kind of spooky, and it's a JRPG Maker game. You guys know how much I love those, so it's kind of like we're going back to our roots today, everybody. But it's gonna be fun. I'm really excited to start off today, so we'll do that a little later after our yap. But real excited. And I'm very sorry that that COVID took over your vacation. I hope that you guys can plan a new vacation to make up for it, and that it's twice as fun. Hug a corgi. It won't cure COVID, but it's good for you. Yeah, have the dogs at least been good nurses? Has Fallen at least been a good nurse? Norin is cranky as Fallen. Figured out stairs today. Uh-oh. Oh, big sister can't have any alone time now. Oh, man. I was home with my parents over the weekend because I went to the beach with me madre. I went to the beach with me mother and Raphael because it's his home. But I was home for like a day or two, and I was hanging out with their two cats, Layla and Daisy. And Layla is like so sweet. She loves everybody, and she just wants to hang out with people and cuddle and be cute, but she cannot stand Daisy. She can't stand Daisy, so anytime... And Daisy's young and playful, and she just wants to, like, hang out with her and play. And so she'll chase her around, and Layla will make these, like, growling noises at her. And so anytime Daisy figures out something new, or figures out how to, like, get into a spot where Layla thinks she can hide from her, she gets mad. It's funny the way that like an older cat and a younger cat sometimes interact. Mounds are tasty though. To each their own. I'm just not really a big coconut fan. I'm not really a big Almond Joy fan either. All right, I'll steal the box of candy, and if there are any mounds in there, I'll give them all to you, Fluffy, and you can eat them once you feel better. It's your standard Kit Kat, Aero, Smarties, and Coffee Crisp box. Oh, give me all the Coffee Crisp. Give me all of them. We don't get those here. No, wait. Are there any Wonder Bars in there? Jacob, are there any of the Wonder Bars in there? When you brought those to America last time you were here, those were so good. And I regret that I only took one and not the whole thing. I miss those so much. Food. Jacob has Jounds and Jamin Joys that he likes to eat on the jouch. Which now you can say you've had all of. That's true. I can say I've had all those candies now. I can say I've had all the Canadian ones. The arrows they actually have in America. I've seen a lot of those in like bodegas and stuff. Frozen burrito? No, I was not eating a frozen burrito. Cold. Very cold. Well, the stairs to the couch. Fallen has been doing the other stairs since 8 weeks. She's a smart puppy. Wow. She's learning real quick. Daisy's really smart too. Maybe another reason Layla doesn't like her is because Daisy's smart and Layla is not very smart. And she's like, she keeps tricking me. I'm not food. We've been over this. I don't know. If you're not food, then how come I passed by Kentucky Fried Harpies just earlier today, Libra? Answer that. Answer that. I pass by a Kentucky Fried Harpies every day of my life. And you're responsible. You say that you're not edible, meanwhile you're making millions over this business venture. To lie in my face, Libra. For shame. Lilith finally got Dark Souls. Yeah, I got Dark Souls, which is why I'm still able to stream on my computer, and it hasn't completely exploded yet. Libra isn't food, she's emergency rations. Libra is my Paimon. She's my tasty emergency rations. I just can't help that her feathers are so juicy. Harpy is burb, chicken is burb, therefore Bibra is chicken and a food. Exactly. Fluffy really broke it down to like, you know, the bare, to its bare bones. It's the bare essentials, the bones of it all. Libra is a burb, and a chicken is a burb. Libra's a chicken. Simple as that. You can't run forever, Libra. One day we'll find you. We'll find you. And we will eat those tasty feathers. And welcome, Jackmo. Welcome, welcome. I am doing all right. I'm doing all right. How are you? The dogs have been good nurses. Okay. I'm glad that they've been good nurses. I'm glad that they've been at least been entertaining. Cats actually usually do make good nurses. Or animals in general. Animals in general, they always know when, like, you're sick or something. Like Daisy, another reason she's so smart is my dad recently went through, like, a medical procedure. Like a pretty intensive one. And during his whole recovery process, which lasted like a month, Daisy, like, would not leave his side. It was so cute. She spent, like, all of her time with him, and anytime he walked around, she would follow him and make sure he was okay. It was really sweet. So animals, they know. They know. And usually even Pepper's dumb butt knows when I'm sick. And he's very good at taking care of me then. I'm bringing news, a good one this time. Good news, everyone! Anyone want Twizzlers? I do. Are they the peel apart ones? I really like those. I really like the peel apart Twizzlers. Those are so tasty. The cherry flavored ones specifically. If you have those, hand them all over now. I actually haven't even gotten my pumpkin spice yet. By the way, the answer to what I was eating, croissant. Almond croissant, to be specific. It's really good. It's like packed full of the almond paste in the center. So it's nice and juicy. I don't know why I keep describing things as juicy. They just are. Happy Rosh Hashanah, thank you! Much appreciated. Yes, happy Rosh Hashanah. Happy New Year to anybody who celebrates. I appreciate that, thank you so much. May it be a very sweet year. Please let it be sweet. Croissant. Croissant. I'm making a Western FPS game and it's almost ready. I want to give it access key if you want to join, of course. Yo, that's sick. Congratulations on your game. And yes, what Doc said, if you want to recommend games, feel free to definitely drop them in the Discord. But that's awesome. It's always so cool when people in the chat are making cool stuff. Y'all are so talented. But that's very exciting. Congratulations. Shana Tova, thank you! Thank you so much! Thank you, Alyssa, and welcome on in! Much appreciated. You guys are so kind. Thank you. I know I usually don't talk much about my background on stream, but I really appreciate when everybody shows kindness towards that. So thank you. I appreciate it. Shana Tova, Happy New Year.
So many months.
So many months. 31 months. Cast Iron. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for the tier 1 resub at 31 months. So good to see you. Thank you for your support. Much appreciated. Hello. Happy Tuesday. Hope that you had a wonderful weekend. Are you going to finish that croissant? My hint was going to be Carl Wheezer. But I figured that would have been too obvious. So I'm like, I may as well just tell them what I'm eating. I'm eating croissant. Queso. I wish that I had queso. Chips and queso would be really tasty right now. But alas, almond croissant will have to do. Bibra, aka Menchie. Menchie chicken. Kentucky Fried Harpy. No Wonder Bars in this one, but we do have boxes with those as well. Give me! Hand them all over! I want them! I want them. The woes of a dumb cat? Yeah. Indeed. My family, we've had so many, like, smart cats in the past. So, the first couple of cats that, like, my family had were very, very smart. Like, Santana and Ringo were so smart. And then we got Pepper and Layla. And when I was still living at home with them, there was, like, one time I was in the kitchen with my mom, and Pepper was, like, rolling around on the floor, like, over nothing. And then Layla was, like, staring at the both of us with just, like, this completely blank look, like, nothing behind her eyes. And my mom looks at them and she goes, I really love these two, but compared to Santana and Ringo, there's just nothing in those heads. We went from two of the smartest cats ever to two of just the dumbest cats ever. But at least now there's Daisy, who's very smart. But you know what? Having a dumb cat comes with its perks. Dumb cats are usually very, very sweet. And they're funny. They're really funny. Like, it's really funny whenever Pepper, like, bumps his head into a wall when he's, like, running around. He's very ungraceful, and it's just so cute. I believe in you. Thank you! Thank you. You're eating Jimmy's mom? Judy? No, I would never eat Judy. That's reserved for Jimmy's dad. That's reserved for Jimmy's dad. I'm not a home wrecker. Can I tell a funny fact about Brazil's Portuguese? As long as it is appropriate. My cat is dumb smart. Yeah, I mean, Pepper has his moments where he shows off being somewhat intelligent. And he's good at picking out bugs. Like, if he's good at scoping out where bugs are, so that way, like, I'm prepared if I ever see if, like, there's one in my apartment that's really big. If you say payday in Brazil, anyone will look at you laughing or with a disgusting expression. The reason why payday in Brazilian Portuguese means I farted. You know what? That's good to know if I ever find myself in Brazil. I've never been to another country, but if I ever do, or I mean, outside of North America, I've been to America and Canada, but I've never been to another place outside of North America. But I feel like if I ever go to one, then I'm such a cautious person that I would look up things beforehand about, you know, like what are like the customs in like that country when it comes to, you know, being polite, manners. Because I never want to do anything that would accidentally, like, you know, get me weird looks or, you know, thrown in prison or something. But yes, how was everybody's weekend? Did everybody have a nice weekend? I had a nice time at the beach. It was my first time going this summer, 3 days before fall, but I'm happy I went. It was lovely. Raphael was very happy to be back home with all of his friends. We saw some dolphins, which was really cool. There was a wedding on the beach, which was very pretty. And that was a nice time. But I had a little bit of a health scare this morning. I was nervous. I don't know, like, yesterday I noticed that I have like a couple of little rashes that I don't know how I got. There's like one on like my rib cage, on my chest, and one on my back. And like they don't hurt or anything, and I don't feel any other weird sort of symptoms, but they're a little bit itchy, and they're just weird. Like, I don't know how I got them. I have very sensitive skin, so oftentimes products will make me like break out in hives. But usually when that happens, they go away fairly quickly. But these are just so strange and like inexplainable that like I took a picture of the rash on my chest, and I did that Google Lens thing where like you put the picture through the Google Lens, and they give you like a list of results of what's on of similar, just some things that look similar to what's in your picture. And the first result, I saw something that looked kind of similar to what's on me, and it was on Reddit. And everybody that was in the comments on the Reddit post was like, "You have shingles, go to the doctor." And I was like, "What? Shingles? No! I didn't even know I was old enough to get that." And I like psyched myself out, and I went to CVS, and I got myself a really expensive cream that's supposed to be helpful. And then I went home and I started doing a little more research on shingles, and apparently you can't get shingles unless you've had chickenpox in the past, because it like derives from the same sort of virus and it's only like it's meant to be like a reactivation of chickenpox, and to my knowledge, I've never had chickenpox, so yeah, I can rule that one out. But I was still really nervous, and I really think it's just an allergic reaction to something, just because my skin's so sensitive. But yeah. Yabun was freaking out this morning and is now down $40 from buying an overpriced cream that is probably not going to do anything. But that was my day, so yeah, can't explain. If it doesn't go away, I'll probably go to the doctor, but I'm like, this is the last thing that I need right now. The last freaking thing that I need. It might be from like a laundry detergent or something. But yeah, I was also looking at pictures of shingles, and it's so scary. Like, they look like little boils after a few days of the rash being there. I'm like, ew, no. I love horror, but there's a reason that I get very sensitive with body horror, and I think it's because I have like a fear of like something that looks really scary and unsettling on my body. I feel like a lot of people probably have that fear, but the idea of like a weird mark or something, just like, it freaks me out. So whenever I see body horror, I always just want to barf. Big yikes. Gotta try Brazilian pizza. What's Brazilian pizza? That sounds good. What's on Brazilian pizza? How do they make it? I bet it's probably very different from like what an American pizza is. My weekend was really fun. That's sick. What'd you do? I went to the hobby shop for a Gunpla build session and built a really cool Gunpla. Yo, that's so cool. Wait, a Gunpla build session? So does that mean like there were lots of other people there and you guys got to like do it as a little community? That sounds really fun. I wish that there was a public place where I could go and like do my hobbies around others. Like, I don't know, like if there was a place I could go and craft, that would be really fun. But that's so cool, a Gunpla build session. You'll have to take pictures of the Gunpla. I also went for a skate around my neighborhood on Friday. That sounds nice. And the weather is getting really perfect for like a skate or a walk or just like, you know, outdoor activities right now. It's starting to get nice and crisp. It's not like hot and sticky anymore. So I feel my spirits. I feel my spirits restoring again. It's nice. I don't feel quite as depressed as I did. I mean, I don't want to jinx it or anything. I'm feeling nice now that fall is finally approaching. Hi Lilith, have you seen The Substance? It would be up your alley. Hello Cypher, welcome, and I have. I love that movie. I saw it in theaters, which was such an amazing experience. I was like screaming the whole time. My friends and I we had the best time seeing that movie. It's so good. But yes, it is very, very up my alley indeed. And welcome, Valvin, welcome. Fall is finally here. Time for cinnamon drinks. Hand them over. Hand over your cinnamon and pumpkin spice drinks. Hand over the apple cider. Hand over the hot buttered rum. This is a stick up. I want them all. I'm getting my pumpkin spice this week. Maybe on Friday I'll get my pumpkin spice. I need to plan a good day to get my celebratory pumpkin spice for fall. My weekend was spent either sleeping or playing Borderlands 4. Let's go! My whole Sunday was spent sleeping because my Friday and Saturday were very busy, so I needed to re-energize my batteries. How's Borderlands 4? Is it fun? Is everybody enjoying Silksong 2 who's playing? Rip, she got bunny pox. Yeah, I got bunny pox. I need to call my mom and be like, Mom, did I ever have chicken pox as a baby? As far as I know, I didn't, because when I was a kid, that was such a big fear of mine, because I feel like every cartoon on Nickelodeon had like a special about chicken pox or some sort of weird body horror illness like chicken pox. And so I was always so afraid of it. But I remember getting the vaccination for chicken pox as a kid. So I don't think I ever had it, and I'm pretty sure my mom would have told me if I ever did. So I think I can rule out shingles. It's probably just sensitivity from changing seasons. I didn't even think of that too. Because also as you get older, you start to develop all new fun health problems. Maybe it's also from stress too, just because I've been very, very stressed this year. But I was saying that to my mom. I was like, I want to start being less stressed because I'm worried I'm going to develop a lot more chronic issues if this continues. So maybe it is from either changing seasons, maybe it was a bug bite, I don't know. But now I'm scared. My sister's ex got shingles at your age of redacted. It's rare, but it happens. Ugh. I mean, I'm not gonna rule anything out. It sounds like it's not this, because it also sounds like with shingles you feel really sick too. Like you feel like you have the flu. And I haven't been feeling sick, and it hasn't been like hurting or bothering me too much. It's just been a little bit itchy. It's just really weird because they're in very like random areas. And it's not pleasant. But yeah, I'll keep an eye on it, and I'll go to the doctor if anything seems weird. But yeah, I was like, I thought you had to be at least 50 for that. Damn it, just what I need. Hello, I have a question. If it is appropriate, you may ask. Had a friend that got shingles, fever got really high, but she pulled through. I hear it's supposed to be extremely unpleasant. Like, when I was looking it up, that definitely also psyched me out. Just, you know, I'm one of those people that, if even a small thing is weird, I Google it and then I assume the worst. I mean, it goes away, like, it's something that'll go away after, like, a week, but it's not supposed to be a pleasant healing process. And I definitely feel like I have a bug bite on my arm, but this just looks like a mosquito bite. This looks like something I've seen many a time before. Yes, Lilith, I socialize. Good job, proud of you. It's good to socialize. It's fun being a hermit, but it's better for us to socialize. Brazilian pizza is known for unconventional toppings like hard-boiled eggs, hard pass, peas, hard pass, multiple cheeses, not a hard pass, and eaten with a fork and knife. Okay. If I don't have to get the hard-boiled eggs and the peas on the Brazilian pizza, then I'll probably like it. I guess it would depend on what kind of toppings there are. Like, if I could choose what toppings I want on my Brazilian pizza, then I'll enjoy it. I'm guessing it's not like the Taco Bell Mexican pizza, which probably doesn't count as Mexican food or pizza, but it exists. Stayed home this weekend, just studied and talked with my partner, nothing much. That sounds pleasant, though. That doesn't sound like a bad way to spend a weekend. Sometimes that's a necessary way to spend a weekend. Glad you got some studying down. Stay in school. I've been making homemade coffee creamer, and pumpkin spice is up next. Homemade coffee creamer? Blauvin. You have to teach me how to do that. Do you know how to make the plant milk version? I mean, I know supposedly making plant milk is really easy. All you need is like a cheesecloth, the nut of choice, and like a jar and water. But I want to know how to make homemade creamer. I want to make pumpkin spice creamer so I could have it for all of fall. Can you say hamburger? Hamburger. Hamburger and french fry. The Substance was such a trip. It was so good. It was so good. Both Demi Moore and Margaret Qualley were just like excellent in that movie. And I'm glad that it got a lot of recognition too. It's always really cool when you see like a horror movie get as many award nominations as it did. I definitely enjoyed it. It was probably one of my favorites from last year. If not favorite. Definitely my favorite horror movie from last year. This year so far, it's probably been Weapons. The Rugrats with the gross pink ointment on them, yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking of. Ugh. There are so many episodes from kids' cartoons that talk about chicken pox. Yeah, there was the Rugrats episode with the chicken pox. There was the Arthur episode about chicken pox. There was, the SpongeBob didn't have an episode about chickenpox, but they had the Suds episode, which I think was supposed to be kind of similar to the chickenpox episode. But, I mean, I think they had a bunch of specials on chickenpox so they could, like, send subliminal messages to the parents watching to vaccinate their children so they don't get chickenpox. I think there was even an episode of Friends where they get chickenpox. But yeah, I thought it was going to be a much bigger issue than it actually was. But I did have the vaccine though. I remember getting the vaccine for chickenpox, and I never remember having it. I never remember having chickenpox. So if I ever did, and my mom is keeping secrets from me, then I must have had it as a baby. So maybe I'll call her and be like, Mom, I wouldn't have happened to have had the pox, right? And if she says yes, then I guess shingles is back in the ring, and I'll have to see a doctor. But for now, I'm just gonna say it's allergies. And my skin is extremely sensitive. Like, I have to use, like, sensitive skin everything. Like, sensitive skin body wash, sensitive skin lotion. I can't use any of the fun scented things because it'll just make me break out. I'm back. My phone died for a hot minute. Oh, no! Oh, no. I hope it's in a charger now. Welcome back. I've heard of people being fully decommissioned while they have shingles. Okay. Okay, I think I'm safe then, because I feel fine. I don't feel safe. I don't feel safe. I don't feel sick. I don't feel safe. I never feel safe. Hence why I'm a bunny. Bunnies never feel safe. I don't feel sick. I don't feel sick, and I don't feel out of commission. So I think I can, I hopefully think I can rule that out. I really hope so. I'm scared now. I have to stop going on Reddit for my answers to everything. That's what I do. Because Reddit always has the answers from the people. So whenever I have an issue of the people, I turn to the people. But sometimes the people will make me scared. Silly bunny, shingles go on the roof. Funny you say that because when I was looking up shingles cream today, I just typed in shingles on Google and I went to shopping and it was just things for the, you know, the shingles that go on the roof. And then I'm like, oh, I should probably add in cream after. My mom had shingles from stress. She was not a happy camper. You see, I'm worried stress is gonna like kill me a second time. I've been so stressed this year that I'm just like, I saw a video of a girl who was like, I've been so stressed that it gave me chronic health problems. And I'm like, I already get these nasty migraines that put me out of commission at least 15 times a month. I don't need something else. And I don't want to go to the doctor because it's expensive. I need to start eating an apple every day. Damn, hasn't been a couple of days for health scares among us, lol. Yeah, and Jacob was sick the other day too. September is just sick season. I'm surprised I haven't gotten hay fever yet. Now that I've said that, I'm definitely gonna get it tomorrow. I get it every year in September. Every year I get sick. Cold, hay fever, flu, what have you. It's coming. Like winter. It's coming. It's coming. I'm mostly gonna try and get the vaccine as soon as I can. Do it. Get all your vaccines, everybody. Don't get sick now. Whatever is available to you, take it. Don't cause the spread. Well, I streamed for the first time in months this last Sunday. It was so much fun. Let's go! What'd you stream? Were you painting minis? That's awesome. I'm glad that you had a really fun stream. I'm glad it was a good time. I know how difficult it could be to press that go live button, so I'm proud of ya. You did good. I'm proud of ya. I'm proud of ya, child. I don't know why I put on the Scottish accent for that. What blows my mind is I remember Little Bear on Nick Jr. had an episode about being sick with the mumps. Do you think now they have specials on kids' TV about, like, kids getting COVID? I bet they do. They probably have some equivalents. Although, I don't know. Is the after-school special really still a thing? I feel like kids' cartoons these days don't really have after-school specials because there's not that many, like, you know, Monster of the Week shows or there's not really even a lot of kids watching TV anymore. They mostly just watch stuff on, like, Netflix or the internet. There's a recipe I follow for the creamer. It has dairy-free substitution. Sick! You'll have to send me a link to that. Because I'd love to be able to make my own creamer. That would be so cool. Because I use a creamer every day, but it would be fun if I just, like, made my own. Just, like, a fun little project. Oh, boy, yeah, I have one deodorant I know that didn't give me a fiery rash. It's so annoying when you find, like, a new product that everybody's talking about, and you want to try it, but you're like, ugh, but what if it makes me break out? It's like my sister-in-law gave me all of this nice, like, Korean skincare that she got recently, and I was so excited to try it all, and I did a face mask the other day, and it felt really pleasant, but then, like, my forehead did that thing that it does sometimes, where if it consumes a product it doesn't like, it, like, breaks out into all these little tiny bumps, and it's so annoying, and I feel so self-conscious about it. I mean, thankfully, like I have bangs, so it's able to cover them up, but still, they're uncomfortable, so I was like, come on! So now I'm afraid to try all the other products because I don't want to break out. And I want to smell good. So I borrowed some of my mom's perfume the other day that smelled really good. So I really hope it wasn't that, because I want to wear that perfume again. But if that's what made me have this rash, then I'm going to be mad. Now all the shows will be like, don't get vaccinated. Dr. Worm said not to. Dr. Worm said not to. Dr. Worm said to just drink beef tallow instead. And then you'll never get sick. Go get homeschooled, kids. That's what society needs every day, is the good old return of the after-school special. Nobody did it like the show, Jim Henson's Dinosaurs. Back in college, my friends and I used to like to come home after a night of debauchery and partying, and we would watch Jim Henson's Dinosaurs so we could feel a little better about ourselves, because all of those were after school specials. It was also just a really funny show. Sometimes the people make me scared is the quote of our era. They do! The people always make me scared. That's why I don't go out much. The people make me scared. Me when I was at the Power Violence show a couple weeks ago, looking around at all of the raucous teenagers moshing, the people make me scared. I have to hide in the corner so they don't touch me. I was painting minis. Let's go! That sounds really nice. I'm glad that you had a relaxing time painting minis. Oh yeah, quick debut update, everybody. Quick debut update before we move on to the game. I promise it's coming soon. I'm just waiting on one more thing. We've got the debut trailer coming very soon. So once that's out, we'll have the date for when debut starts. But trust and believe, it is coming soon. I have my date down, and I am very, very excited. Very excited indeed. So yes. Just like being transparent with everybody about where we are in debut, because I know everybody's probably like, what's going on? But that's what's happening. The after-school special of Bugs Bunny holding up a joint is iconic. Wait, is that real? Is that an actual thing? Wait, Bugs Bunny smokes weed? When? Yeehaw! I want to see that. I'm working on it, you people and your demands. Jacob, how many... Everybody, yell at Jacob right now. Everybody yell at Jacob and tell him to prioritize himself and his health first before anything else. Tell him he doesn't need to rush anything. Thank you for the boop snoot. Jacob, take care of yourself. But yes, that is coming soon. My demand is that Jacob have a good time. Agreed. Agreed. I demand Jacob have a good time and give himself the time that he needs. I mean, I went to the hospital and they told me I was fine. Jacob goes to the hospital, comes back. Yeah, I can still get it done soon. Jacob! Rest! You know the rules of my community. If you're not taking care of yourself, get out! Take care of yourself! I demand you have a good time. Might attempt to stream tonight, but the office is very people-y today, so I might just decompress instead. That sounds good. Whatever you choose to do, I support it. Just make sure you're taking care of yourself and you're not doing anything that's gonna stress you out too much. Yeehaw. I try not to stress myself out too much with streams. I mean, I like to think of it as just like a relaxing time for me. Recline, kick back, and just have a nice little chat with you guys. These last few streams, these past few weeks have been really relaxing for me, so thank you for that. It's been nice. He doesn't smoke it, lol. He warns a kid about weed. Oh, okay. That would make more sense. But Bugs is such a trickster. Bugs is a trickster. I bet that after the cameras are done rolling for the PSAs, he's getting caught, like, doing other drugs out back. This is crack cocaine. I remember that PSA. We watched that in health class. Jim Henson's Dinosaurs had a PSA episode about drugs. They weren't talking about weed specifically, but it was like some other kind of like drug that they like inhaled. It was very goofy. I remember an after-school special was a bunch of cartoons helping a kid avoiding drugs. Yeah, it seemed like the most popular after-school special back in the day were about drugs. There were ones about drugs. There were ones about, like, sicknesses. There were ones about bullying. There were ones about eating healthy and exercising. But probably the most common ones were about drugs and about, bullying. Some shows had some really interesting depictions of some of those things that weren't even like after school specials. Like I liked that show OKKO. That show was so cute. But I remember they had an episode where some characters were out back behind the bodega and they were all sharing this like the sour candy. You know, the one where you take like the candy stick and you dip it in like the powder and then you like eat that and it's really, really sour. Well, they were passing it around, and each time somebody ate the powder, they made like a face and then like looked really relaxed after. And I'm like, oh my god. Interesting that that got greenlit. Cause I could tell like immediately what that was supposed to be. It was pretty funny. And like the powder was green too. It was meant to be like an extremely sour strawberry flavor that like makes you see things. But it wasn't even meant to be an after-school special. It was just like, you know, meant to be like teenagers after their break. Or teenagers after their shift, smoking out back. I think the last time I watched it, I was stoned out of my gourd. You have to wonder how many of these after-school specials you watched growing up with your parents and they were like either drunk or stoned out of their gourd while watching it with you. I mean, I think about why my parents liked watching SpongeBob with me as a kid. It was probably really fun after a brownie. Actually, it is. I know this for a fact now that I'm an adult. Bender got hooked on Jolt. Wait, did Futurama have an after-school special? It's weird thinking about like more adult shows that have after-school special episodes. I always just associate it with like shows for children because they're trying to teach kids things. Eating an entire Fun Dip is an unpleasant experience. I know, yeah. At least at this age it is. Like, there's so many candies. Yesterday, I was at the convenience store and I saw they were selling makeup for this drag queen that I really like, Kimchi. Like, Kimchi has her own makeup line called Kimchi Beauty. And I was like, oh, sick, Kimchi's makeup. I'm gonna buy a lipstick to support. And I bought the lipstick, and the packaging was reminded me so much of those Push Pops I used to have as a kid. Like, did anybody ever have Push Pops as a kid? You know, like the lollipops where like you push the bottom of it and then the lollipop comes out. Well, the packaging was just like that. You press a little button and then the lipstick comes out like a Push Pop. And I thought that was so cool, but it made me think about something kind of similar where it's like I look at all of the candy that I ate as a child, like, you know, Push Pops or Fun Dip, Warheads, all of the really sour ones, and I'm like, shit, like I probably can't consume that anymore without either feeling really sick after, potentially getting cavities, or shitting myself. That's the hard thing about getting older, is like doing things or looking at things that like you enjoyed as a kid and be like, oh god, my body is different now. The experience is gonna be totally different. Although as a kid, there were probably times where I ate a whole thing of Fun Dip and then threw up after. There were definitely times I had too much sugar and then threw up as a child. We all have that. That's a universal child experience. Green powder must be all that organic cocaine. It's like the it's the cocaine equivalent of the blue meth from Breaking Bad. Organic non-GMO cocaine. Yeah, is this cocaine a free-range non-GMO? Captain Lou Albino, Mario Bros. Show PSAs. PSAs are so incredible. They reached me in the UK. Some of the PSAs are really like funny or like fun. They're not all like, well, I mean, they are all preachy, of course, but they're not all like, you know, Sonic the Hedgehog looking into the camera going, "Don't do drugs, kids." Like, some of them were kind of creative. It's finally autism. I'm gonna drink so much pumpkin spice. Hand over the pumpkin spice. Hand it over, baby. Give me all your pumpkin spice. Or I'm stealing all your apple cider. Hand over! Guys, I can't wait to shove an entire pumpkin up my butt. I'm so glad I said that right as my roommate was leaving. When Bender got addicted to jacking on, heyo. They really were proud of themselves for that one. Bender got addicted to jacking on, I'll bet. What? I'll bet. Ayo, welcome Echo Blast. Ayo, indeed. I remember those. Yeah, those were good. I liked Push Pops. Push Pops were good. I don't think I really ate Warheads a lot as a kid, but I liked sour candies. Hell yeah, I also remember when there was Push Pop novelty ice cream. Wait, I remember that too. It was like fruity. Those were so good. I loved those. I remember the ice cream Push Pops. Those were so yummy. Do they make those still? I doubt it. Do they still make like Push Pop stuff? They still make the Twix ice cream, which is really good. The motorized candy that's spinned? What? Wait, what motorized candy that's spinned? God, it's just like the toys from back then. The candy was more creative. They don't make candy like they used to. I don't bounce off the ground when I fall anymore. I don't bounce off the ground at all because I float like a ghost. Tiny Lilith seems like she would be Mabel Gravity Falls. Yeah, maybe a little bit. Maybe a little bit. When I was watching Gravity Falls, I always felt like I was kind of a mix between the two twins. Because I had the shyness and paranoia, like Dipper, but the creativity and the weirdness like Mabel. Tiny Lilith was a lot like Mabel, actually. Except, would I have described myself as boy crazy when I was Mabel age? Yeah, maybe a little bit. But not for the ones that were at my school. Ew. Like, you know, the ones that were in anime and, Gerard Way. But that was about it. I tuned in and that's the first thing I hear. You know what? Good. Good. I'm glad. And Push Pops are still around. I feel like I never see them anymore. I used to use Push Pops on my lips like lipstick as a kid. Me too. Me too. I loved using candy as like lipstick and makeup as a child. Push Pops, Fruit by the Foot, anything that would dye your tongue, I would put on my lips so they would look blue or green. I'm glad to know I wasn't alone. They would stain your skin so easily. But yeah, it would look like you're applying lipstick. Looking at Kroger, and they have a box of 9 push-ups for $5? Maybe where you are. Where I am, that would easily be like 20. 9 push pops for $5. That's a very good deal. They're much smaller than I remember. Yeah, I mean, well, yeah, they fit in my tiny little hands. My tiny little sleeves. You mean tinier Lilith? Yeah, we're Lilith. We're little baby Lilith. Some things never change. Glances at Raphael. Exactly. Exactly. Guys, I have to get the new card. I have to get the new... Oh! I have to tell you what happened to me the other day. I want candy now. Me too. And welcome, Ricky Waff. Welcome. Happy Tuesday. You grew up so you don't normally seek out stuff like Push Pops. Yeah, I mean, I don't seek that stuff out anymore. But I feel like also I just don't see it. I mean, I still get candy though. Like, I'll still get candy when I go to the store. Like, I'll get like you know, a chocolate bar. But I just don't get Push Pops because I feel like I wouldn't enjoy them as much at my age now that I did as a kid. But yeah, I have to tell you what happened the other day. So the other day I was with a friend and we went to this store that we really like. And at this store they have like a lot of cute blind boxes and like imported snacks and stuff. And it's a store that I really like. It has little stuff that I like. So, of course, you know, I made a beeline for the blind boxes right when I got there. And I had my purse on me. And then I hear somebody say, "Is that Raphael?" And I pause, like... And I turn around, and there is another woman. And she's looking at my keychain and pointing to it. And I go, "Oh my God." And I don't know, the hyperfixation just washed over me, and I ran up to her and I was like, "You're the first person to know who this is." Everybody who sees it thinks that it's Shinobu from Demon Slayer. Yes, this is Raphael. How did you know? Ah! And yeah, so I was really excited, and she was really excited. And she asked me if Raphael was my favorite, and I said, yes, he is my favorite. And then she takes out her purse, and she has the cutest purse, of course. It's like a cute Ida purse, and it's got like little plushies in it, and a cute keychain. And she unzips the purse, and she pulls out 3 Love and Deep Space plushies from there. She pulls out a Raphael, a Caleb, and a Silas. And she shows them to me, and she's like, "These 3 are my favorite." And I wanted to be like, "Where have you been all my life?" It was so exciting to me. It was the first time I had ever met another fan, like, out in public. At least somebody that, like, I didn't know. Like, I know one other person that plays who's a friend of mine, but she's not, like, you know, as, like, into it as I am. So this was... I was so excited. I should have asked what her name was, and if she knew if there were ever any, like, events happening anywhere. It was really cool, though. I could not believe she just pulled 3 Love and Deep Space plushies right out. And it was really nice. And she asked me if I was gonna roll for the new event. In the new event, it's not even really new, but I'm very excited for it. I have to get it because it's a rerun, and it's the one where Raphael. It's a sexy. I mean, you can get an option. It's either Raphael, Xavier, or Zane, but the Raphael one is really, like, spicy. And I have art that's, like, based off of that card, so I really have to get it. And me being extremely awkward when like she was leaving, I just go, happy pulling. But she like smiled at me and said, you too, and then she left. But of course I had to make it awkward towards the end, but I didn't know what else to say. I don't know what else you say to other gacha friends. You should have proclaimed, we're friends now. I should have. That's what I should have done. I should have been like, be my friend. What's your Instagram? Let's hang out. Because she was really sweet and she had cute style. And I liked her purse. And I really need to watch my Dress Up Darling, because I know that one aspect of the show is like Marin is very proud of being like really nerdy and liking the things that she likes. And so it's really cool whenever like I meet somebody else who likes the things that I like, but then I get like really obsessive about it, and I was probably being too loud in the store and enthusiastic, but I was just excited. I was just excited. It was cool meeting another Lads fan. And one that's as passionate about the game as I am. That's one really nice thing, is like, even though Lads has like a reputation for being like a spicy gooner game, which is not, it's really not. It just has spicy moments. For like the rep that the game gets, it honestly has like one of the most wholesome fan bases I've ever seen. Like, even though I haven't met a lot of other players, this person was really nice, and my friend that plays is really nice, and just like the community that I've seen online, everybody just seems really like sweet and wholesome, and it's all about getting together and just sharing your excitement. And I don't know, it kind of made me miss being really involved in fandom, because I used to be so much more involved in it, and it's just like really cool being able to geek out with others. But it's fun, but then I gotta remember I can geek out with you guys. Because everybody here is just as nerdy as I am. That's why whenever I see those like nerd out trends that people do on social media, I'm just like, why is it, this isn't a trend for me, this is my life. I've always been a fucking nerd. It's just who I am, it's my life. So it's nice when I meet like other people that have those interests too. And I always worry that when I talk about Lads with other people, I get too into it and I sound crazy. But I need to not be ashamed. I don't spectate fandoms. I don't want to get dragged around by dramas. Yeah, I just spectate. Oh, I just spectate fandoms. Yeah, I mean, that is why I'm not as involved in fandom, is because there are a lot of like fandom dramas that happen, and I'm just like, I don't want to be involved in this. This is so dumb. But I miss the community aspect though. Like one thing I really liked about going to cons as like a teenager was finding like a whole community. Like eventually, after a while, after enough meetups and conventions, my friends started to recognize people who were there, and we would friend them online, and we would form like a whole group that would meet up. It was really nice. It was nice being able to have that community. But yeah, the drama does get really annoying, and it can kind of bog the whole experience down. And I'm just like, yeah, I'm too old for the drama at this point, and I don't want to get into the whole shipping wars and all that. But it is nice being able to like meet people with like-minded interests. Only when it comes to tech. Well, hey, I mean, there's like conventions where you can meet other tech people. There's lots of tech conventions out there. There are nerd conventions for everything. If any of you guys have ever seen that show How To with John Wilson, there was an episode where he went to a convention for vacuum cleaners. Like there's a community for all sorts of things. Nerd out trend. My culture is not your costume. Exactly. My culture is not your costume. It's not a phase, Mom, it's my life. That's why, like, when I told my parents I started playing D&D, they went like, ha, nerd. And I'm like, you're calling me a nerd for playing D&D? Not when I had a job where I literally talked about anime for a living. Not when I would carry around Pokemon memorabilia literally everywhere I went. Now is when you guys call me a nerd? Now? I've been one! But also they associate D&D with like when they were kids and like the type of person that played back then. So that's probably why. I think it's because they know D&D. Because it's been around forever. But yeah, I just think it's funny that that's when they start calling me a nerd. And not like, you know, from birth. What if your culture is cosplay? So it literally is a costume. Shit, I didn't think of that. Now my brain hurts. Clout as currency is possibly one of the worst things to exist online. I know. I've got no time for that. That's probably why I'm still, one of the reasons why I'm such a small VTuber is just I have no interest in clout. I just don't care. I don't know. I don't have it. I mean, it would definitely be cool to get bigger, but you know, I always say I just don't have any interest in being like a big famous VTuber. Or I don't know, whenever I see people that do collabs just so they can like, you know, hang out with a big VTuber, I'm just like, what's the point? Like, collab with people that you vibe with, you know? I've gone to DEF CON a few times. Crazy stuff you can learn there. I'll bet it's really cool. I bet it's probably a lot more intelligent than, the cons that I've been to. The anime job was much more dork territory than nerd. Yeah, that's true. Okay, maybe I won't say I'm a nerd. Maybe I'll say I'm a dork. Maybe I'll say I've always been a dork. I feel like nerds are like, yeah, no, nerds are really smart. And I'm smart, but not like, you know, nerd smart. I'm not smart at science or math. And I feel like that's what nerds are. Okay, maybe I'm a dork. Me dork. I mean, Bunny needs to collab and network if she wants to grow. No, I mean, I do want to collab. I'm not like against collabing with bigger VTubers. I just mean more like I do want to collab. It's just I would rather collab with like VTubers I get along with and vibe with, or like ones who I know I can have like a good time with. It's like there's a lot of very, very entertaining VTubers out there, but there are definitely ones that I look at and I'm like, they're very entertaining, but their personality and my personality I just feel like might not jive. And I don't think I would want to collab with them just because they have very big numbers. But I do want to collab more. I do want to collab more and find more VTubers to collab and grow that way. But I want to reserve it for like a VTuber that I think I can call my friend. Some VTubers are a bit intense. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I see some that are certainly very talented and entertaining, but they're on... I can tell that they're the type of people that are on 100 even when they're off stream. And believe it or not, I am not a very high energy person. It's like I'm high energy when I yap with you guys, but yeah, I get drained easily, so... I don't know. But I do want to collab more for sure. Also, the people that do the I want to collab with so-and-so because they have a big community. Yeah, no, I don't think I can. I don't know. Also, that many eyes on me makes me nervous too. You need to show dominance and tell them you are friends now. I need to show dominance by wrestling them to the floor via jujitsu style. We are friend now. Say uncle. And then go get ice cream with me. Yeah, that's the thing. That's my litmus test. I have to watch the VTuber and be like, would I want to go get ice cream with this VTuber? And if I do, I definitely want to collab with them. And the way that I will do so is I will show up at their door and I will tackle them to the ground with my strong, thick, juicy legs. And I will say, we are friends now. And they're gonna play Power Wash Simulator with me. And then we will be friends. I had the weirdest work interaction. I found out my manager's adult daughter knows who Mori Calliope is. God damn. It's interesting when you hear about VTubers out in the wild, like outside of Twitch. Like when I was at the beach the other day, somebody had like, you know, one of those subwoofer speakers on the beach. Hey, welcome gesture, but no egg. and I heard 1-800, the Baby No Money song with Iron Mouse, and I was just like, whoa, Iron Mouse on the beach, that's crazy. And there have been times I've like gone to a store and I've seen somebody with like a little, like a Galgura pin on. So but it is really weird for sure when you go out there and you learn about other people who know who VTubers are. But it's probably gonna start being even more common than we think, the more enlaced in popular culture they get. Hi Lilith, hello, welcome, welcome, welcome on in. But yes, on that note, let's start our game for today. I'm really excited to try this game out. I've been wanting to try it for a very long time. Ah, where am I? There I am. Oh yeah, that's why I remember why I disappeared from here. I needed to borrow the scene for green screening. But yes, let's play off, everybody. I'm so excited to try this game. I've been wanting to play this for so long. I don't know why it took me so long to play, but hey, that's cool that we can play it on stream now. If the game loads. Okay. VTubers are extremely common, just most people aren't open about watching them. Yeah, that's true. It usually doesn't come up in conversation for me. Go away, Grammarly. Yeah, it doesn't often come up in conversation for me. I don't know. I don't often like talk about like Twitch with others. There have been times where I've been like where like I'll meet a new person and I'm like, "Oh, there's something I should tell you. I'm a Twitch streamer." But I don't know. I don't often talk about VTubers when I'm out there, just because I don't know. I don't really know a lot of people that know about them, but I know they are getting more popular. It's one thing to see fans around ANYC and other cons, but to see them completely out in the wild is uncanny. It's true. There was one time I was in another state. I was in North Carolina and I was wearing my Fauna sweatshirt and I was going to tour a museum and the person I bought my ticket from was like, I love your sweater. I love Fauna. And I was like, whoa, Hololive fan. That's cool. But it definitely did catch me off guard a little bit. And I have some friends that like don't normally watch VTubers or anime, but see like VTuber clips and are entertained by them. Sometimes weirded out by them. Fair, but usually entertained. Reminder to change your Twitch category. Thank you. Much appreciated. That's so cute, though, that your 67-year-old coworker likes Gigi. I mean, Gigi's funny. Maybe she reminds them of, like, their kid or something. But yes, off. This is supposed to be a really interesting game. I know it gets kind of philosophical sometimes, and it can get kind of spooky, but I'm excited to try it. I know that there's a creepy cat in it. Yeah. Sounds like Maury is secretly Sea-Dog VA and Iron Mouse is secretly Chris Broad. It's all coming together. That's why they want to keep their identities a secret. The public wouldn't be able to handle it if they knew the truth. Caution. It is possible that certain scenes in this game may prove shocking to an unwarned public. Or maybe not. Oh, yes. Okay. Content warning, everybody. I think there's supposed to be some sensitive material in this game. I'm not exactly sure what. But if you don't vibe with spooky games, weird games, or games that talk about some uncomfortable material, I totally understand if you do not wish to watch. Identify yourself. Get it. Your name is Lilith, correct? Yeehaw! I am... me Goral. Me boring, me just Goral. I wish I was a sea god. But I'm just Goral. Yes, his grandkids pretty much waterboard anime and VTubers into him. It's funny. I wish I could get my parents to watch VTubers and anime. They support me, but I don't think they quite get it. Although my dad says the times that he stumbled into my streams, he's just thought I was funny. You know what else you all should remember in September? That new subs are 30% off. This is true. This is true. If you aren't subbed yet, they are 30% off this month, but no pressure at all. Know that you don't have to, but I always appreciate any and all subs, new or gifted. Thank you. All right. Welcome, Lilith. You have been assigned to being called the batter. What kind of batter? Beer batter? Cornstarch batter? Cake batter? Oh, they're talking about the baseball kind. That's boring. I thought we were talking about cake batter. The batter is on a mission. Be sure that it is accomplished. We will let you both out in Zone 0. Good luck. All right, so they're acknowledging me and the batter as separate entities, I guess. If they're mentioning us both? Unless they're talking about somebody that we don't know yet. I'm still waiting for someone to recognize me, my Kiara or Myth t-shirts. Alas, here in the UK, my chances are reduced. No! I hope one day. One day it'll happen. One day it'll happen, and then they'll become your best friend. If I can find a Love and Deep Space fan out in the wild, I bet that you can find another Hollow fan out in the wild. For more information, find one called The Judge. The Judge? The Judge and the Batter. Ow! Banana on my head.
30% off all new subs in September. What a great way to support Lilith without giving as much money to Jeffrey Beffrey at Amazon.
Yeah! Let's go! Thank you, thank you. Yes. Yes, good supports. Good supports. And thank you for the 100. Thank you for your support. Move my body, use L. Interact with the environment, use A. Okay. Easy enough, like any game. I'm used to these kinds of controls. Let's see, this is our menu. Competences, items, equip options. Alright, so I guess we'll have to find a save slot somewhere. B is cancel, A is interact, menu, move, help. Okay. Okay. We're good. Salt and batter. Salt and batter. I'm getting hungry. I want to make some popovers. I tried the tastiest thing today. It was called a cannelle, I think. It was like a little French pastry. And it was very like eggy on the inside and like sugary and kind of crispy on the outside. It was so good. If you ever find one at a French bakery, get one. It looks like a tiny bundt cake. She's played a video gamer. Yeah, I played a game or two in my time. This ain't my first rodeo. Look at the cat! Look at the cat. Both the cat that's talking to me and the cat on the side. I've seen Pepper make that face before. There can be no living beings in Zone 0. I deduce, therefore, that you are a figment of my imagination. Nevertheless, I will introduce myself. I am the judge, and I am aching to know your name, my dear illusory interlocutor. I don't know why I'm making the cat sound like vaguely Spanish. Maybe I'm trying to make it sound like Puss in Boots. Cannelles are yummy. They're so good. This is my first time trying one. I was like, it's like a sweet popover. It was really tasty. I live in the middle of nowhere. I bet you could find one somewhere. Go for a drive to find one. They're kind of a pudding. It was really good. It was very soft in the middle. Did Mume draw the cat talking to you? Is that her art style? I don't want to know what her dreams look like. My goodness. I'm the batter. I've been entrusted with a sacred mission. Delighted, I'm sure. But I am not addressing the body, only the soul that it harbors. What is your name, controller? Her name is Lilith. She can't talk to us. Okay. Okay, so I'm the soul, and this is just my vessel. However, she can see and hear everything. Oh, listen to that purr! Baby. Although to me you are nothing more than an imaginary specter, I must say that I am delighted to make your acquaintance as well, my dear Lilith. I believe we need your help. Many people require my services, you know. Everybody loves cats. True. I love cats, and I love cat boys, and I love cat girls. I love all things cat. We rub ourselves against their legs and purr in the most insistent manner. They adore that. I'm not talking about that kind of help, although that would be nice. That would be nice. I'd like for Pepper to give me that after stream today. I see. But what sort of service could I offer to an ectoplasmic entity? This cat is sassy. I have a sacred mission to fulfill. I must purify the world. That sounds a little concerning. I'm just gonna say right off the bat, that's alarming. I don't know if I like that mission. Purify can have a negative connotation sometimes. The Pueblo on the left are probably giving Mexico vibes, hence the Spanish accent. Yeah, actually, you know what? Maybe it's not too far off that the cat might be Spanish. Give Pepper treatums. I will, and I'm gonna make Pepper talk like that. There is no objective more laudable. Therefore, I agree to serve as your guide through this place, if I may be of any assistance. Thanks. And then the cat just leaves. Okay. Follow that cat! Quite peculiar. Alright, a puzzle. We'll come back to that later. And this is something in the way. Something in the way. A luck ticket has been found. Ooh, good. I need my luck to turn around. I need my luck to turn around and for my mysterious rash to go away tomorrow. Alright, cat, what say you? Allow me to confess that I find you quite tangible for a phantasmagorical being. Majorical being? What? This cat speaks too smart. This cat is not Pepper. This cat's too smart to be Pepper. Phantasmagorical being. Gorical? Jorical? Jeepers. Might you in fact be a person of flesh and blood? I think so. So I was mistaken from the first, and you did not even interrupt my fanciful soliloquizing. I must say, this is really quite strange. You are the first living being I have ever met in this place. Are we in hell? Is this the afterlife? Living being? I had concluded, therefore, that Zone 0 was empty. It's all too obvious that I was mistaken. Now then, there are other zones. In those territories, you may find yourself subject to the violent attentions of certain hostile individuals. This cat is certainly looking hostile right now. She looks like she's gonna eat me. As many teeth as Lilith has games in the backlog. Hey now, not too much. Not too much on my unfinished games now. That is a normal streamer thing. Jellicle. Yeah, this is actually just the movie Cats. This is the movie Cats. There's nobody left because it's only cats that are fighting for the Jellicle cat. Phantasmagorical. Oh, thank you. Phantasmagorical. Phantasmagorical. Thank you. What does that mean? Phantasmagorical. It describes something strange, shifting, and surreal, like an image or scene from a dream, or a display of fantastic, wild, and changing imagery. Oh, okay. So it's basically exactly what it sounds like. So I'm guessing this is going to be a very surreal kind of experience. Just a guess, just a hunch. Maybe the cat is in hell and you're visiting. But then what are we trying to purify if there's nothing left? And how do you purify hell? Fancy word for magical. Yeah, like phantom like supernatural, fantastic, kind of like that. Your sacred mission may well lead you to those places. Would you like me to acquaint you with the art of violent confrontation? Combat tutorial? Alright, sure. Teach me how combat works. This is the battle screen. As you can see, you will find yourself placed on the right side of the screen. Oh, that's different. Usually we're on... No. Actually, I've played games where we're on the right. I've played games where we're on the left and ones where we're on the right. It's more common usually for me to be on the left, but... Or, I mean, my left. My left. Not my right, yeah. Meanwhile, your opponent, in this case your humble servant, will be placed on the left, positioned appropriately for single combat. As battle begins, you will be given your first choice. Alright, now I'm making him sound more Russian or Romanian. I'm changing the accent a lot here. It's not going to be very consistent. As battle begins, you will be given your first choice. You must decide between attack, defend, competence, and objects. Alright, sounds pretty straightforward. I just want to know what competence are. Is that like magic, maybe? Like, is that like our mana? Did you know that Undertale is 10 years old this year? In another 20 years, Lilith might beat it. Who knows? If we're lucky, maybe in another 10 years. If you ever come across a mysteriously, curiously shop with an eccentric shopkeep and assorted phantasmagorical, you say, no thank you, and leave. Now that is an after-school special that I would like to see. Naturally, attack allows you to engage your opponent in a classical manner. Now it is time to put theory into practice. Choose the word attack from the menu undulating before you, and then select my form to slay me with your bat. No, I don't want to hurt the kitty. Alright, attack. So that's just a basic move. I'm guessing competence is gonna be like our magic moves. So Jen, hello Jen, so good to see you. Welcome on in. Happy Tuesday, Jen. Jen, I feel like you'd be into this game. If I end up liking this game, I'm probably gonna tell you to play it. This is a game called Off. I don't know if you've ever heard of it. Just turn him into Tony Soprano like I did, and Why Am I Dead at Sea? Yeah, no, we'll make when we find a huskier version of the cat, I'll make him sound like Tony Soprano. This one I'll make sound like Christopher. A-O-T. Oh, A. O. T. O. But yeah, this game is called Off. It's been around for a long time, but I've been wanting to play it for a while. Alright, let's attack the judge. Alright, the cat apparently liked that. I'm always attempting competence. You two in battle with it, though. Listen, I don't know how competent... If I ever learn how to be competent, then I'll let you guys know. But I'm still trying to figure that out myself, because I am also yet to win a game of competence. Excellent, my dear sportive companion. Remember that the impact of your assault is determined by the level of both the batter and his opponent. Your iron volition may result in the occasional critical strike. Ooh, crits. This will cause the teeth to fly in heaps, I am sure. When you're ready, strike again. I kind of like the sense of humor of this cat. Okay. So it looks like we're not going to learn how to do competence yet, so we'll just attack again. Nice. Also, Xavier was just teaching me about Ivy and Eevee in the mainline Pokemon games. LOL. Ugh. I can't even begin to get introduced to that world. Sometimes I'm just like, I should become a competitive Pokemon player. That looks like a fun way to win money and get some community. But the Eevee and Ivy training just looks too complicated for me. And I'm like, also, if I get really into competitive Pokemon, then I won't be able to have a team full of like the Pokemon that I love, because people will be like, that Pokemon is bad. I'll be like, no, that's my child. That's my baby. Any jokes about beating the game titled Off will be deleted. Yeah. There's nothing funny. There's nothing funny about jokes about beating Off. That's so immature. There's absolutely nothing funny about jokes about beating a game called Off. When I beat this game, there will be nothing funny about beating Off. Nothing at all. Degenerates. Wait, I've heard of Off. I was told so many times to play it. Yeah, give it a try. It looks really good. It is also possible for you or your adversaries to slyly avoid the offensive moves you exchange. Just as it is your goal to purify these specters, they wish to eliminate you. You may guard against such feeble attempts. Choose defend and protect yourself from one of my dastardly blows. Okay. So I have to wait until the bar is full until I can make a move. So it's kind of like, not really like the pedometer system in Earthbound, but a little similar where I have to wait. It's similar to very classic JRPGs, the battle system, that kind of waiting for your bar to be full until you can make your next move. Very classic JRPG. Now once more, if you'd be so kind, to prove your mastery of defense. Hey! Defend. The batter takes a defensive stance. Even the best sportsmen, I believe, are subject to the callous vicissitudes of the playing field. Do not fret. You can recover from these grievous injuries. Competence permits you to use one of your special talents. Objects grants you access to the inventory you are carrying. Alright, so I was right. So it's special moves and items. What's the HLTB off? Harpy ladies teach burbs? Ooh. Now that's a class that I'd take. Now, let us attempt to utilize an object. Take this luck ticket and graciously use it on the batter's person. Alright, is that a healing item? This cat's fucking me up. Yep. Impeccable. Your mastery of battle borders on brilliancy, my friend. But there is one thing we have not yet addressed. I am speaking, of course, of your competences. Speaking generally, they are special moves that trigger surprising effects. For example, a competence might trigger an unusually powerful attack, or induce a resurgence of health points. In any case, you must remember that using a competence will incur some degree of competence cost. Yeah, I know how the game works. I know how it works. I grew up playing Pokemon. So I suggest you wield these skills with parsimony. With competence costs exhausted, you will find heavy assaults impossible to carry out. Did the person who write this, have, a thesaurus on hand or something? Just to find, big words. Or a dictionary, I guess. Or, whichever book teaches you words. Dictionary. Dictionary and thesaurus. And if by some mischance you cross swords with a more than worthy opponent before recovering it, victory will be uncertain at best. Now then, let us try one. Choose competence and then run with courage, a skill calibrated to brutalize your enemies. Alright. Let's brutalize. Run with courage. Wide angle. Wait, so are some of the moves named after just, things in baseball? I feel like wide angle is a baseball term. Is it? It might be. Baseball is the only sport that I, vaguely know because of all the games I had to grow up going to. All the games I had to go to growing up. I think you meant Harpy ladies teach buns. Now that's what I'm talking about. Now we're talking. I just got an image in my head of Libra, wearing, a secretary outfit and glasses. And holding, a pointer. And, teaching me tech. I don't know why that image is in my head. And then I'm, pretending to pay attention, but I'm playing my Game Boy. Now you have mastered not only this competence, but the very art of combat. You must remember that there is a cost to showing your steely resolve in this way. Your sacred mission will depend on your mastery of these abilities. The confrontation ends, theoretically, when the health points of you and your confreres, or those of your opponents, fall to 0. Do take care of your health. if you are hoping to pursue a career in purification. Again, that word purification just has all of the alarm bells going off in my head. I don't think he wants to be purifying anything. Xavier says thank you again for Pokemon Gold. He says he has to take it to the vintage store to update the battery. Oh! Yeah, I suppose that would make sense with a really, really old game. But tell him you're so welcome. Tell me so welcome. I'm glad that he's getting a lot of enjoyment out of it. I'm happy that I could spread the joy. Give somebody a game that meant a lot to me as a kid. Yay, experience. They used to call her Lil Slugga. Yeah, they called me Lil Slugga because it's really hard to hit a ball when you don't have any hands. Heyo. Now you are ready to dispose of all the impure obstacles standing between you and the success of your luminous mission. Provided that your intelligence is as advanced as your undeniable capacity for raining bat blows upon an innocent cat. Hey, you offered! At all events, your training has not yet reached its end. Please do follow me if you would like my guidance a while longer. Damn! That cat can jump higher than Daisy. We have a very, very simple art style here. Like, this is probably some of the most simple art I've ever seen for one of these games before. Alright, we've got some numbers here. 1, 2, 3, 4 lined up this way. And there's the cat. So, I don't think this is going to help us solve the puzzle quite yet. But maybe we solve the puzzle at the end of the chapter? I'm not sure. Ah, yes. Passing through here would require the careful operation of your cerebral apparatus. You know, the one bathing limply in your languid cranium. Wow. This fucking cat keeps calling me dumb. Very typical cat behavior. I believe that these floating blocks correspond in some way to the symbols you see before you on the wall. Okay. So... I'm guessing that's just the order we hit the blocks, right? Easy. Easy squeezy lemon pie. Is there a problem, charming hero? I cannot do everything for you. I am not your father, after all. Hey! My father teaches me how to do things. When the sink is broken, my father teaches me how to fix it. Never suggest that about my papa. What do you take me for? Some kind of spoiled rich kid? I'm Lil Slugger. I know my way around a bat. But if I might offer a suggestion, perhaps you could try to activate some of these floating blocks more than once, if it proves necessary. Come on now, solve this intriguing obstacle for me post-haste. I wish to rejoin the ground floor as soon as possible. Okay. So we have 1, 2, 6, 8, 2, 3. Alright, so I'm guessing we don't need to hit all the blocks here. We probably just 1, 2, 6, 8, 2, 3. And they told me I would never get an A in math. They said, Lilith, you need to take math enrichment. You need to take math enrichment. You need to take extra assistance math. You need to have a math tutor because you're never gonna pass. You're never gonna pass that math class. And you're gonna do terrible in the math portion of your SATs. Well, fucking look at me now! Fucking look at me now! Math teacher. I'm a genius. I'm not just a great pair of boobies. And a nice butt, too. I also have great legs. I'm looking. Look! Take it all in! Every inch, every corner, every crevice. Take it all in. I am a math genius. This head isn't big for no reason. It needs to fit big brain. The purring is so cute. I know. I love that whenever the cat talks, they do the little purring sound effect. Although this cat is a bit conniving. I don't know if I trust this cat's purrs. You know what they say? Keep it stupid simple. Keep it simple, stupid. When the sink breaks, my dad taught me to call a professional. Okay, I should rephrase. When the sink is leaking, my dad taught me how to fix it. When it breaks, yes, I call a professional. Otherwise, I will cause more damage and make it more expensive. When the toilet breaks, call a professional. Although when it comes to installing my air conditioner, that I had my dad do. But he got my brother's help, so he didn't do it alone. Finally, after all our extortions, the eagerly awaited recompense arrives upon the scene. Oh, look. Taking a little lunch break. Cats will be cats. Alright, these don't do anything. Huh? How come that one... Why that one go buzz? Why that one go buzz? They're saving it for later. Go ahead, keep your secrets. You also have a fantastic brain. Thank you. Big ass brain. Big ass brain. Big ass brain. Big ass brain. Big ass bun. Big ass bun. Big ass bun. Big ass bun. It's because it's full of scandalous art of Raphael. Who, me? I'm so innocent. I'm so innocent and sweet, Dio. No scandalous art here. You guys should look up what the newest card is, what the rerun card is right now for lads. Ooh, it's spicy. Ooh, it's spicy. I'm gonna giggle if I can bring him home. I pulled a Xavier one, but I didn't pull the Raphael one. I'm mad. A piece of silver flesh has been found. Silver bacon. Okay. Aha! Okay. Does this have to do... I'm gonna take a picture of that real quick. I just took a picture of that on my phone because I feel like it might be useful for the puzzle in the cat's room. Hang on, wait, is there a... Recovers a moderate amount of CC and recovers a moderate amount of HP. Alright, the CC is the competence, okay. So it doesn't look like there's a save option here yet, so we'll probably have to find like a save area. Okay. So, in the room, there's 4, 4, 8. Oh, okay. I think I know what I need to do. Hang on. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4? Huh? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wait. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now hang on just a damn minute. Did that not have anything to do with this? Okay, now. Is there a room that I'm missing or something? Or do I need to go back? I mean, I feel like quite peculiar. I feel like this puzzle has something to do with here. Lilith, don't swipe. Lilith, no swiping. Lilith, no swiping. Lilith 2.0 has double the storage capacity, but moved all that storage to the chest. What? You don't think I saved any for my brain? None at all? No, it's all in the chest. Every stream is just gonna it's just gonna be me going la 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 for 3 hours every time I stream because there's no storage in my brain. All right, I gotta talk to the head office. I just got another mouse. What? An iron one, perhaps? What do you mean you just caught a mouse? In your apartment? Let it outside. Absolutely 0 in the brain. You don't know that. Maybe I saved some. Maybe. Alright, how... I'm trying to figure out this puzzle. The only one that does anything when I interact with it is this one. So if I do that twice, and then 1, 2... Okay, wait. 1, 2... 1, 2... 1, 2... Hang on. Alright, that resets it. Does that do anything? Oh, that did something. 1, 2. One, 2, 1. Wait, I'm so confused as to how this puzzle works. 1, 1, 2, 1. Huh? I don't see how this has to do with the other room at all. Because in the other room, there was like the top row says 4, 4, 8. The middle row says 2, 8, 7. And the bottom row says C. But all I have to go off of here is I press this one twice, and then this one once, and then I have to figure out from there which ones to press after. If anybody has any hints at all, or ideas maybe, let me know. Or like as to what the pattern might be. Oh, okay, we got that. Okay. 1, 2, 1, 1. So that's 2. This one. This one. I'm so confused. Okay, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1. What is the pattern here? We're doing catch and release, but they're taking a few days to get back. I tagged them if I could to be sure. Yeah, no, set that mouse out in a field or something. Free the little guy. 1, 2, wah, wah, wah. cat, help me. Jesus Christ, you're useless. Does anybody have any idea what the pattern is here? Hang on. Let me check to see if anything's changed here. No. Make sure to drive a few kilometers away before releasing. Yeah. Set it out in a little field. Just to be sure, did you write down the hint or take a screenshot or something? I did. I took a picture of the other room. But I'm trying to, like, recognize what the pattern is here. So... But it's like that, it's not even an equal amount of rows to what's in the other room. Because see here, we have these 3 rows, and then this one down here. But then down in this room, it's just 2 full rows. And 1 down here. So... what is... oh, okay. 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, ba. Oh, okay. We did it. I don't know what that... I don't know what the pattern was there, but we got it. We got it. I would if I could drive being in an urban environment. I'm just gonna hope he likes the neighbor's house more than my 7th floor apartment. Yeah, don't throw it out the window or anything. Don't be like me. Although, the only reason I threw a mouse at the window was because it was already dead. Because Pepper gave it a heart attack. What's the puzzle? I don't know. I don't know what that puzzle was. I don't know how I did that. I, unlike Lilith, have a relatively small brain for puzzles like these. Well, listen, I did the most big brain method of all to solve this puzzle. I just did process of elimination and kept going. That is a 2000 IQ level way of solving these puzzles. The bottom one is a C or whatever that means. Yeah, I don't know what the C meant. Or why the rows didn't really line up. Confusing. Crunch, crunch, nom, nom, nom. Alright, the cat's done with us. Done with your meal? Listen. Every cat has a one-track mind. They're all food motivated. You put food in front of them, they don't care about anything else until their meal is done. My dad was so upset. He got Layla and Daisy one of those cat water dishes that like bubbles and looks like a little fountain. It's like a little fountain cat dish. It's really cute, but he was like, but they don't use it. They stare at it, and I think they're just weirded out by it, but they don't drink from it. And I'm like, yeah, why did you knew that was gonna happen. Why did you buy it? Maybe Pepper will drink from it next time I bring him home. Now, feast your eyes upon an accessory that will prove especially useful on your purifying quest. My enlightened student and sportive friend. It is a cube floating in the air, as you have no doubt noticed. Nevertheless, you will be able to distinguish it from its fellows by the tasteless contrast forced upon your gaze by its clashing colors, which defy any sensible theory of the visual arts. Does this cat have like a European critic trapped in its body? That is true that it does clash it. The red does stand out quite a bit. But that's quite a flowery way of putting it. I thought it was the numbers in the previous room punched in a touch tone phone. It didn't like add up though, because it wasn't like you touch it the amount of times that it appeared in the number. I don't know, it was confusing. Do not judge it too quickly, however, for in spite of its questionable appearance, this red cube possesses an undeniable utility. In addition to restoring your health and competent points in their entirety, it is capable of saving your progress and sending you to nothingness. The nothingness is a place of transition outside space itself, where you can travel from one point to another at the speed of light. Now I invite you to try it out for yourself, in order to discover regions more populous than this deserted place. Open your wings, my dear companion, and fly toward the zones ahead without hesitation. Your only enemy is the fear that will grip you. Okay. That's how I respond to information overload as well. Okay. Remember those? You would make phone calls on them. Wait, are those the types of phones where it would have like the numpad on the bottom that you would type into? I liked those phones. They were very tactile, like the home phones. I thought it was a push the number button each time it showed up. That's what I thought too. That's what I was going for at first. I don't really... I'll have to look up after what the puzzle was supposed to be. Yeah, T9 texting. Yeah, I was talking about that the other day. Like on the phones, like on the flip phones, when you would have to like type in the amount of times that you want, it would be like, oh, you type 3 times on 9 and you get a T. God, text took forever to write out back then. That's why I was so happy when they started to make like the QWERTY keyboard phones. I loved those. I miss, little keys on phones. The tactileness of it all. Are you Mrs. Fahrenheit? Yeah, because I'm an American. Do not worry. I too travel widely across the zones of this world. I'm certain we will meet again. Ah, yes. By the by, take this. This curiously named item is the key that will grant you entry to Zone 1. Have I explained that you can at any moment examine yourself and your inventory by pressing the menu button? Gotta hop, keep that big brain working later, folks. Thanks for coming by, Craig's Critique. Have a good night. Have a good night. Thank you for stopping by. Bye-bye. Took you forever to text, but you could text secretly during class. I wouldn't know. I was a goody two-shoes who kept her phone in her locker back then. Wah. The Leo card has been found. Okay, let's save the game. Perfect. Alright, I guess we do return to nothingness. We exited Zone 0 and we got a, ooh. Creepy. Hello? World map. Purify zone. Purify zone 1. Okay. So where do we go now? Where do we go? Enter zone 1. Yes. That was kind of creepy. Oh, it's raining. That weird sort of nothingness. But the spooky flowers. Okay, we have another save box here. Alright, there's somebody. And they said there was no one else here. You look alive. You look a little sad, but you look alive. Tramway 1 is a very convenient way to travel between all the different regions of Zone 1. Can we go to the other side and talk to that guy? Please select your destination. Damien? I kind of like the combo with different art styles. That sort of chalky, graphite-like look against the more pixelated, very simple backgrounds. I feel like that was purposeful. They kept it super simple to kind of like capture the the emptiness of this world. Like, it's clearly a very sad, unhappy, miserable, downtrodden place. But it's also interesting the colors that they chose too, because you'd associate these bright greens and pinks with like something happy, childlike, whimsical, but this world is very depressing and quite the opposite of whimsical. I had a smartphone with a slide-out keyboard. I miss it. Ooh, that's nice. That's nice. My mom had a BlackBerry, and she loved that thing, but whenever she took it to the beach, the sand would always get caught in the little ball thing, and she'd have to get a new one, because it would, like, break every time. Did Zone Zero have any Zen? No, Zone Zero was Zenless. One could say it was a Zenless Zone Zero. It's TV time. Hello, tired one. What's up? Happy Tuesday. A visitor? Welcome to the smoke lines. May I ask who you are? Are you an inspector? No, I'm the batter. I've come to exterminate the impure spirits. The batter. The impure spirits? Are you some sort of prophet? Maybe a man of faith? Yeah, I was wondering if there would be any sort of religious allegory in it because of all the talks of, like, purification. Yeah, something like that. Who sent you? Nobody. I'm being led by Lilith. Am I the bad guy? Am I the baddie? Oh, I don't know her. She must be a part of senior management. Me? Senior manager? Blech. I don't want to be the boss of anybody. That sounds like too much work. In any case, that's good. That means they approved our requests. Come with me. I'll explain your assignment. Ooh. Some history here. You're here in the smoke mines of Damien, in the south of Zone Number 1. Here, we send laborers into deep tunnels to unearth metal from the ground, freeing trapped smoke from the depths. This is so cool. I wonder if this was in the original game or if this was added into this remastered version. Using various tools, we put some of it into bottles, which the Queen sends to the other zones. The Queen! The rest of it flows freely and forms the air that our lungs inhale and exhale, so we can live. So there are other living things here. It's an essential element, the first of the 4 elements. Earth. Earth! Me, I'm an earth sign, so that pertains to me. That sits with me. That strikes a chord. Because without smoke, people would have nothing to breathe. Wait, what? And, there we are. And so, well, how do I put this? Where are the impure spirits? Yes, there we go. There are many specters in the mines, and they're getting more and more aggressive. But, in fact, it would be better if you didn't go there, because the regulations forbid visitors from accessing the smoke mines. So, here's what we're gonna do. There's an annex in the mines that nobody ever visits. But a miner went in there some time ago. He says he saw something strange. Nothing like the usual. So I thought, maybe that's the leader of the specters. So, there we are. If you accept, you'll go into the annex and kill the leader of the specters. Then the specters will disappear and we can do our jobs again. There we go. Do you have any questions? No? Great impact. This guy sounds like he's been breathing in a little too much smoke. Sounds like the smoke and the specters have gotten to his head a little bit. Bro, you need to go to a doctor. That does not sound good. Lilith, you know what you have to do? Seduce the queen? Hell yeah. I'm on it. I'm on it. I've been taking my Riz classes. I can do it. Easy. I'll seduce the smoke queen. The tunnel is right down there. And I'll wait for you here. Alright, I'm on it. You got a big bug? I can go squish it. You again. I thought I wasn't gonna see you for a while. Ah, well, well. Who do we have here? Is that not Lilith and her charming jumping jack the Better? Are you the leader of the specters? No, certainly not. I am only passing through, not unlike the smoke which is extracted from this pale and metallic place. However, I believe I know where the one you take for an ectoplasm can be found. To tell the truth, I am perplexed. I believe this is one of those peculiar things which is called a spherical add-on. I have tried to appropriate it myself, but the operation has failed repeatedly. But I am thinking, perhaps you, who are not of the physical order of things, could succeed in binding this spirit entity to your own. I feel like I'm being misled. I don't know. This cat is shifty as hell. Either the twist is this cat is God, or is trying to play God, or it's like some kind of evil. And, but I don't know. Am I the bad guy? Is the cat the bad? I don't think there are really any good guys in this game. But I feel like this cat is leading me astray. I don't know. Seducing what is impossible for Lilith, aka Rizless Zone Zero. I'm gonna prove you wrong just because you said that. You'll see. You'll see. I'm gonna make that queen fall in love with me. And then I'll have you eating your own shoe. Can't wait to see you eat that rubber. Alright, let's go bind with the spirit. And Add-on Alpha has joined you. Oh, I thought we were gonna fight it. What an exceptionally intriguing phenomenon. I must admit that I remain perplexed by this unexpected metaphysical reaction. Well then, since it has chosen to accompany you, I can only advise you to make the best possible use of it. Okay. The leader of the specters isn't here? I fear I must respond with my sincerest apologies. In the negative. Save for this add-on, I have not crossed paths with a single moving soul. Did you eat them all? Alright, I guess we have to... Your specters are located in another castle. Sorry, Princess Batter. Hang on now, I'm just gonna go save real quick. Elsen. That's where we saved before, right? Yes. Yes. Save game. Sorry, you guys know I am a chronic saver. You can never be too careful. Back to Damien. Rizless Zone Zero, I'll show you. I'll flip and show you. Ah, you've returned. So have you killed the, leader of the specters? No, it wasn't there. Oh, really? Damn, oh gosh, well then, I guess I'll have to let you enter the main gorges in that case. But, regulations prohibit it. Alright, I suppose this would be an extraordinary case as defined in paragraph 5. So, good. Well, the primary mines are on the right. There. Yay! I knew we would get to enter the Forbidden Zone. Soon I'll be promoted. I could do surveillance in Alma. I can't wait for that day to arrive. Is this supposed to be a critique on capitalism? I feel like it's a game that's gonna make me think. This is definitely a thinking game. With the way that the fucking cat talks, this is gonna be a thinking game. So everybody put on your thinking caps. Oh my god, that noise is so disturbing. The smoker's lung, my goodness. You guys have spent too long in the mines. There are phantoms down there. They keep us from doing our jobs properly. But this is my break time anyway. What are you doing here? Are you one of the mine inspectors? Nar. Time to purify. You've come to eliminate the specters? That's good news. The lamps don't always work in the farthest corridors. Hang on. Ugh, bless me. The lamps don't always work in the farthest corridors, and since everything looks the same around here, it's easy to get lost. There are phantoms in all the tunnels. Be careful, sir. And besides, who let you in here? The regulations normally prohibit visitors from outside. Let's just say I know a guy. I know the band. I know the band round here. Alright, I'm just gonna give him the most monotone voice the rest of the game, because I feel like he just sounds like he don't gaff. He sounds like he doesn't gaff, right? He doesn't give a fuck. Show yourselves, corrupted children, and I'm the voice of forgiveness. Come to eliminate your wretched forms. Oh, look at those ghosts. They're so cute. I don't want to kill them. They just look like little buddies. Look at them. They're geeked. Oh my god. They took one too many hits from the Lilith lettuce pen. Time to overclock that single brain cell. Chat will have to share. It's my brain cell. Get your own. You guys don't get any brain cells after telling me I'm Rizless. Nuh-uh. Okay, I've decided I definitely want to play this game, so I'm not going to stick around. But I'm going to stick around but not look at the screen. Let's go! I thought you would like this game, Jen. This seems like a very Jennifer game. Seems very up your alley, just due to like its weirdness and the art style and everything. Was in another tab. Did a mouse just sneeze? Not a mouse. It was a bunny. It was a bunny sneeze. You know what? You're not the first person to tell me I sneeze like a mouse. People always used to tell me that growing up. Anytime I used to sneeze back in school, everybody would be like, did a mouse just sneeze? I just have a squeaky sneeze. Prepare yourselves to suffer my judgment. I squeaky sneeze and then I go, omae wa shinderu. Alright, so is the competence my, Alright, it's effective against most, specters. So do I want to do run with... Do I want to go out swinging? Do I want to go out swinging and start with run with courage? Or do I want to start with an attack? Common specter. Alright, there's a bunch of them. I'm guessing that one hit will kill them since there's so many. But let's give it a try. Alright, yep. Oh, they're not even hitting me. Alright, I don't need to waste any of my SP. Oh, wait, I had like 4 turns. Okay. Oh. They're hitting me, they're just not doing anything. Damn. They suck. These were the guys that were attacking the miners? Wow. Those miners must have the weakest lungs ever. I mean it endearingly, if that helps. Yeah, no, I know people mean it endearingly. I don't take any offense to it, don't worry. It's just funny because, like, I've been... A lot of people tell me that. It's funny. But yeah, I do have squeaky mouse sneeze. But you know what? My dad sneezes like... So I'm happy I at least don't sneeze like that. Does anybody else's dad sneeze really, really loud? I feel like that's just a dad thing. Better to have a squeaky sneeze than squeaky knees. Well, in a few years, I'm probably gonna have those too. I won't be surprised if in the next 5 years I start to feel my knees get squeaky. This add-on is fighting by my side. That's useful. Let's purify the other galleries. Alright, the yellow... Okay, I can still save my game at the yellow blocks. So is this gonna be like Undertale where, I have like a morality meter or something? I have the dad sneeze. I don't remember what your sneeze sounded like, Jacob. I need to hear it again. I feel like I do remember you having a loud sneeze. But I don't remember how loud exactly. Belial's meat? Mate! Cures all negative status effects. Nice. My dad sneezes like a gunshot. My dad sneezes so loud he scares people. Whoa, look at those things. Those are some fucking Jinji Ito creatures. Spooky. Alright, these guys are a little stronger. Let's see, let me use chronic migraine. Jesus, no thank you. This is a horror game. Objects. Moderate amount of HP. How many do I have of these? Alright, I'm gonna use a luck ticket. Let's see. Let me use one of my competence. I want to see what happens. This might be overkill, but we're gonna do it. That was cool. That was cool! Alright, so these things recover pretty fast. No, don't cast me with chronic migraine, please. Anything but that. That's a terrible name for an attack. I changed my mind. I don't like this game. We're healing. We're healing. You feel it in your bones. Anytime you sneeze, I feel it all the way from a different country, Jacob. I have my dad sneeze specifically. I feel like... Do you really have a loud sneeze, Jen? I don't remember what your sneeze sounds like either. I'm gonna pay attention to your sneezes next time, guys. But yeah, I've always had a squeaky little mouse sneeze. My burps, on the other hand, those are not delicate and cute. Those are disgusting. Adversaries found? What's that? I'm working. I'm being productive. Me. Me when I'm not. Me when I lie. Oh, this is a big... Place is big. Okay. Where's the queen? There's a door, but it seems to be locked from the inside. Alright, so we can't get there yet. I'm turning into my dad. I have so many moments where I think I'm turning into my parents. It's unavoidable, really. It's truly unavoidable. We will adopt traits from our parents, and there's not really anything we can do to stop it. May as well embrace. At least if they're, like, not bad traits. I have a lot of my mom's quirks. I reflexively sneeze into my elbow, so it's always muffled. I need to do that more because that's, like, the polite thing to do. And it's a way that you, like, won't spread, like, disease and stuff. But sometimes I just can't stop myself. But yeah, my sneezes are cute, but my gas, not so much. My gas, not so much. What? Did you come from the smoke mines? Yes. But it's full of specters in there. Yes. Are you a specter? No. Then who are you? Were you sent here by the queen? Or by Dedan? No. But you still know how to fight the specters? You could destroy them? Yes. Oh, that would be great. There are specters in the big barns. Barns? Yes. Are they haunting the cows? You're here at the metal farmsteads of Pentel on the east side of Zone 1. No, they're haunting the cows. We gotta go save them. I saw a post the other day where somebody said, cows are like one of the nosiest animals ever. If there's something going on near a cow, they're gonna go have a look. And that's like so true. That's so true, right? But I want to test that. If I ever go to a cow, if I ever go to a cow, if I ever go to a farm where there's cows, I want to like bring like an interesting object or prop with me, and I want to see if all the cows come running. They are? Yeah, they are. They're very nosy creatures. They're funny. Can the player character respond with more than a single word sentence? Nope. Nope. Nuh-uh. Nope. A batter of few words, as they say. My mom got a button at the New York State Fair that said, "Oh shit, I'm turning into my mother." Honestly, that's pretty tame compared to some of the other things that I've seen at the fair. I've seen those shirts that say, like, "If you think I'm a bitch, you should meet my mother." So at least that's somewhat tame. They will. One thing about cows, they will come have a look. And somebody responded, they said they were once holding like a yard sale inside of a barn, and the cows went to go see what they were selling. They were curious. Cows are gonna have a look. Our job is to cut livestock in two and extract the metallic rocks from inside the carcasses. Like kidney stones? Or like rocks? All the low-grade metal is discarded, forming the ground we walk on. The rest is purified and worked to create objects. I thought cows made meat. Or milk. Some of it is loaded into crates and sent to the other zones. Also, so that they can have objects and ground too, I guess. Cow! All the cuts of meat on the cow! It's an essential element. The first of the 4 elements. Wait, so the elements are smoke and cow? And they'll poop next to you? I believe it. Lots of animals won't be afraid to just shit next to you. I should know, I have a cat. Those are some massive kidney stones. What are they feeding the cows? I know. Those look like kidney stones, actually. I've seen pictures of what they look like, and that's not too dissimilar. What are they feeding these poor cows? Coca-Cola? Jesus. That's another big fear of mine, is getting kidney stones. I hope these cows don't have kidney stones. Moo! Because without metal... Oh, metal, not cow. Without metal, people would have nothing to walk on. And they would sink and drown. There. And so, there are specters in the big barns. Must purify the mines first. Yes, but the barns aren't that big. And, it would be good if you took care of them fast, because the Queen's inspector is going to arrive at any moment. So, please, could you do the barns first? All right. Great. Thank you so much. The barns are over there, to the right. They aren't big at all, you'll see. It'll be done super quickly. All right. I'll go to the barns. These are some creepy-ass barns. The balls are heaps of worked metal, which are going to be sent to other zones. They're metallic. So, I've never heard of metal-producing cows. Oh, look at them! Look at the cows! One thing I'm gonna do on a road trip, if we drive by some cows, I'm gonna go, cows. It's important to pay close attention to the nutrition of the animals if you want high-quality metal. So these are not meat cows. These are not meat and milk cows. They're not dairy cows. They're metal cows. They produce metal. They produce kidney stones. Good one. How could you forget the 4 elements from Avatar? Fire, water, air, and cow! Moo. Alright, we have to beat 5 specters. Easy. Whoa! That is so spooky. That thing is actually terrifying. Jesus. Alright. Let's hit him hard and fast. Get him. Alright, we got him. 4 specters remain in the barn. The queen. We gotta do this for the queen. I like the smooth jazz that plays. That thing is genuinely really terrifying. I'm gonna have nightmares about that tonight. I don't like that. I don't like it. Let's get the big boy now. And save those cows. Hey! You stay away from them. That's gonna be my dinner. No! Why is that one talking? Oh. Wait, I had to... The speech bubble was an enemy? That's actually... I've never seen that before in a game. That's interesting. And has appeared. I don't like that I'm beating up these ghosts. These are my cousins. I don't want to beat up my cousins. Ah, yes, cow bending. I'm a cow bender. Heal and save. 2 specters remain in the barn. Are you alright, babies? Oh, look at them. They're so cute. Pretty sure it's cabbage. Babbage. Why? Retry? Oh. Okay. It's one of these puzzles. Alright, time to put our thinking caps on, buns. Have you seen Oreo cows? They're adorable AF. Or wait, aren't all cows Oreo colored? They're all black and white. Well, some of them are brown. The brown cows. Brown cow cute. Okay, so... That was easy. Wait, what is that? What is that ghost's name? Fat Spencer? Fat Spencer. Fat Spectre. Fat Spectre. Why did I think it said Fat Spencer? Teleport back to the entrance of the barn. Where's the last one? There it is. Oh, he's got 3 uh-uhs. I'll take care of those. I'll make quick work of those uh-uhs. Yeah, brown cows are where chocolate milk comes from. Duh, obviously. Obviously. I knew that. And the pink cows are where strawberry milk comes from. You think you can fool me? They're your cousins, but they're the distant cousins you meet every once 5 or so years at family reunions, and you have to make small talk all day, and random old people come up to you and you're like, are you your dad's kid? Are you married? Do you have any children? Why aren't you pregnant? I just imagined you pregnant and it's really beautiful. You should get pregnant right now. Are you your dad's child? Get pregnant! No! You get pregnant! I'm gonna hit you with the pregnancy beam. Fat Spencer. I'm gonna... My next cat, I'm gonna name Fat Spencer. That's such a great name, right? Look them up. They have a white stripe in the middle, making them look like Oreos. Wait, that's so cute. Oh, Oreo cow. Ghost go, wait. Ow!
The slow descent into bunny madness.
Listen! Listen, family reunions would do that to you too. I won't get pregnant. No matter how badly you want me to. But thank you for the 100. I appreciate it. And thank you for knocking some sense into me again. The baseball man and his special friend, the letter O. Ow!
I feel like we just dug up some unresolved bunny trauma.
No! Nuh-uh. I don't have the money to be pregnant. Thank you for the 100. I'm $1 closer. to being able to afford it. But I won't! Did somebody say that to you? No, this wasn't an actual thing that happened, everybody. It's more just like, you know. You know. The typical questions at family reunions. When you getting married? But soon it will be, when are you getting pregnant? I just know it. I just know it. But thank you for the follow, Echo Blast. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to Bunny Cult. Welcome, welcome. Stop giving me flashbacks to my family reunion with those old farts asking me why I'm not married yet. Ah! Trauma. Oh yeah, I gained a level. You know what? I don't need to be pregnant. I'm a VTuber. I'm a VTuber. What? Is that the queen? Oh, she's fabulous. Fluffy, thank you for gifting a sub to Can I Get Pregnant? No, I can't. But thank you for the gifted sub. I appreciate it. Thank you for the support. No pregnancy for you, chat. I just imagined you pregnant and it was beautiful. Lilith quote of the year, everybody. Can you get pregnante? These are the questions I ask myself at night. Can I get pregnante via gacha game? Can I get pregnant via gacha rolls? Boy VTubers are the ones who get bred. Yeah, I forgot that VTubers are like seahorses. VTubers are seahorses. Only the male ones can get pregnant. That's why I decided to become a VTuber, so I wouldn't have to. A friend of mine got a serious offer from their mom to have a kid this year, and mom would pay $10K. She responded that better be $10K a year, or it won't even cover preschool. Oh, you see? I can't have child. I can't even afford my own life. That's so much money. And Leah MC, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome, Buddy Cult. Welcome, welcome. I promise I'm not usually this insane when I stream. Actually, that's a lie. I am. But thank you for the follow. Thank you. I appreciate it. It always seems to be the second you're married that they're like, so yeah, that's the thing. People never let you just enjoy the state that you're in. It's like, when are you getting married? And then you get married. When are you having a kid? And then you have a kid. When are you having another kid? And it's like, let me slow down, please. Babysitting alone is $25 per kid a day. I actually did make a lot of money back when I used to babysit. I made good money doing that. That was nice. But yeah, that's on the cheap end. I'm really... Kenneth, you little shit. That's the queen? Jackpot. Guys, I'm gonna riz her the fuck up. She is fine. No, yes. How long has he been in there? I don't know. No, you don't know anything, do you? I could have guessed. He will eliminate the specters. What makes him think he could wipe out those stupid ghosts? He thinks he's better than you. Better than the queen! Wait, is that not the queen? I hope that's the queen. No, I don't think that. Shut it. I didn't ask what you thought. You all think you're smarter than the rest. Wait, that must be the inspector, actually. I don't think that's the queen. Never mind. If that was the queen, I thought that would have been hot, but it's the inspector, so I changed my mind. But yeah, having a kid's too expensive, everybody. That's why that's why no baby for me right now. No baby for me. You all think you're smarter than the rest, but you're all the same. Anyway, that's hardly important. The ghosts will erase that prig. You think he won't? Of course not. Nobody but an officer of the Queen could fight these ghosts. If all of you would just listen to me more often, you wouldn't keep stepping in it. But then who's going to destroy them? I could have done it, but you don't deserve it. Too bad for you. You'll just have to solve your own problems. Why is he so mean? No, please. I'm leaving now. I'm going back to Alma. At least the people there are polite, not constantly cutting you off while you talk. Please don't. Goodbye. Get out of my sight. Don't. No, If you want to keep your place here, you better get the hell out of my way. Right this instant. Oh, I thought he was gonna kick him. What a jerk. If you just would have waited if you would have waited one more goddamn second. Such impatience. Who was that person? You're alive? Yes. And the specters. The barn has been purified. You must be very lucky. Who was that? That was Dedan. Alright, that wasn't the queen. He's the queen's inspector. You mean Spectre. No. Uh-oh, this guy's got purifier brain. The queen wouldn't employ specters, so he can't be one. But he's evil. I must destroy him. That way of thinking is not exactly healthy or productive. Have you ever considered maybe a therapy session? Just a suggestion. Just a suggestion. No, don't do that. He's an envoy of the queen. You'd better go complete your work in the smoke mines. Please. In any case, he's headed to Alma. No one can go there without proper authorization. So, please, return to the smoke mines. Alright. My goodness! My goodness! Ah! Doc! Thank you so much for the 2 gifted subs! Thank you! Thank you! Much appreciated. Oop. Dry throat. Thank you so much for the hype train. Much appreciated. Thank you for the support. You guys have been so kind and supportive this month. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you. Echo Blast gets the credit. Thank you. Thank you to everybody in chat. It's much appreciated. Thank you guys for helping me out a lot this month. It's been very, very kind. Save complete. Fine. I like that it says fine whenever you save the game. But thank you for the gifted subbies. And thank you for all the biddies today, too. What's in here? Oh, just cows. Just cows. Just whittle metal cows. What's up here? Oh, God. Half a cow. Ah! No, I didn't want to see that. That was sad. I didn't like that. Happy September, y'all. Happy September, everybody, and happy fall. Happy truly fall, everybody. Whoa, what the? What in the migraine aura? I don't like this. What in the flash at the second gym in Pokemon Emerald? Beep 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 beep. So when they cut the cow in half to harvest the stones, they cut it in half the long way. Metal cow the long way. Teeth! Are those teeth? Oh, they're mites. Ouch, they're chipping away at me. Bro. Little gnats. Stop it! Oh my god. Is there a way I can hit a bunch of them at once? Special attack with low impact? No. I don't know if I want to do that. Let's just pray I can beat this guy before he hits me a bunch of times. Yeah, when you guys cut your cows, do you do it the hamburger way or the hot dog way? Metal cows the long way. Metal cows the long way. Luck ticket. Okay. Wait, we have a bunch of luck tickets. That's good. Nice. They're giving them out like candy. Wait, so I'm... Oh. Alright, so I guess I get a turn and then the other thing gets a turn then. No, oh, I see. Okay, we each get our own turn. I thought it was just like it enhanced my power. Interesting. Now I see how the ring thing works. Now I see. Ah! Fat Spencer's. I hope we eventually get to learn a move where, we can hit more than one enemy at once. So I can hit multiple Fat Spencers. Hell yeah, I can't wait for the winter hell. I can't wait for winter too. I love winter. I think winter is great. What's this? A switch? Flip the switch. The switch is now off. Hey, that's the name of the game. Beady 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 Choo choo! 69 HP, nice. Nice! Peanut butter jelly the long way. A piece of Abaddon's meat. Meat. Peanut butter jelly the long way. The long way. Peanut butter jelly the long way. I love that video. The characters are starting to pile up, aren't they? Look at this. Get a load of this guy. Look at that face. Talk about geeked. Echo Blast, thank you so much for the sub. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for the tier 1 for 3 months. Thank you, thank you. Much appreciated. I appreciate your support. Happy September, thank you. Abaddon. Abadie's nuts. What I'm saying is that the average player isn't asking for all this complicated, tedious dialogue. There should be more action and fewer questions. I don't know. I like games with lots of dialogue personally. Maybe I'm in the minority for that. But I also like reading. Who are you? I'm Zachary, the traditional items merchant that's necessary in every video game. Whenever you're somewhere, you'll find I showed up just before you got there. But enough small talk. I'm not one of those protagonists you have to listen to for hours. So why not let me see the color of your credits? Oh, he's a shopkeep. Okay, we have 645 credits, so we can buy a luck ticket. We can buy Moloch's Mate, which cures poison. Oh, okay, we can buy more equipment. Cool. Maybe I'll buy a little bit of everything. I'll buy 2 of these. I'll buy 2 of these. I'll buy 1 of these. I'll buy a new bat for the batter. I'll buy this for Alpha. Alright. So it looks like I got one of everything. Is there anything I can sell that I don't really want? Okay. Did I equip everything? Harold Bat. Alright, it looks like just about everything is. Looks like we're good there. We want to be beefy, everybody. You like reading? Nerd. At least I can't, but, well, I like reading, but here's the problem. I can't read. I can't read. What are you buying? What are you buying? What are you selling? What are you buying? What are you selling? Hein? What? Where did you come from? I came from the smoke mines. But how? What? But that's impossible. But the lamps don't even work in there. You can't. Faith guides my steps. Faith? My mission is to purify the mines. Is this supposed to be a metaphor for being a Jehovah's Witness? He just knocks on doors and he's like, I can purify you. But it seems the ghosts are especially numerous here. The specters. What is this place? Alright, more weird art. You're here at the Shachihata Plastic Administration in the north of Zone 1. Alright, so you're telling me now the third and most important element is plastic. Now that's something I can get behind, as somebody who's a frequent chewer of plastic. Our job is to fill out all these forms. Afterward, we pack them, tie them up with string, and forward them to the couriers. There, they ship the bundles, and in exchange, we receive shipments full of plastic. Just don't donate your blood, because you'll go to hell. I can't donate my blood because I don't think I'm big enough. I don't think I fit the size requirement to donate blood. I'd like to. I wish I could donate plasma, but I don't think I weigh enough to donate plasma. Sad. Not enough homophobia to be LDS. Yeah, I guess they're not Mormon. Especially on the microplastic side. I love chewing on microplastics. I love chewing on microplastics. Another reason I can't have a baby. Babies can't live off of microplastics. There's a lot of liquid plastic, which forms our lakes and oceans. And then there's solid plastic, too, which is used to make various objects. Are you gonna tell me? I bet the fourth element is gonna be lead. How much y'all want to bet fourth element's gonna be lead? It's an essential element. The first of the four elements. They're all saying that each thing is the first of 4 elements, though. Everybody's saying that their element is the first of 4. So what's the truth? What's the real first of 4 elements? Is it lead? I bet it's lead. Karate, the LES, the LDS is the Coca-Cola to JW's Pepsi. But it has to be a dirty Coca-Cola. It has to have coffee creamer in it, so it's purely LDS. Smoke cow, plastic with these powers combined. Baby, you got a stew going. Baby, you got a stew going. Easy money donating plasma. I wish I could, because I want to help Iron Mouse. But I can't. Used to make around 300 a week donating plasma. Nice. That's good money. That's very good money. And you're helping people. So that's a good thing that you're doing for good money. I'm gonna bet the fourth element is garbage. Yeah, it's gonna be garbage and lead. Garbage or lead. Take your bets now, people. Without plastic, the world would have no limits, and people would keep walking and walking and never stop. But you hunt the specters, really? Yes, I'm purifying this zone. Then the specters, I know where they come from. They all come from the Postal Service. The Postal Service? That's where they mail out all these complicated forms. The problem is that, nobody can remember what floor it's on. Is there a question mark option? Okay. So I guess we'll start with the basement. Oh, we're already in the basement. Let's do the ground floor then. Reception. Oh my god. I don't see no stinking ghosts here. Oh no, these poor capitalists. These poor salarymen, they're stuck here forever. Working for the man. Working for the knife. You poor smoker's voice boys. I shall free you. I shall free you from your prison. Protest. Ask for benefits. Union! 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 Why does nobody ever want to chant for unions with me? Unionize! You can beat the specters if you unionize! Octapharma pays based on where your broke-ass Ohio doesn't get paid much. Big Pharma. Big Pharma. Big Pharma. Big Pharma. They don't pay for plasma donations here, and I was gonna be a good Samaritan, but where's the money in that? Why be a good person when money? Oh, wait, no. I have to go back in the elevator and go to Postal Service first. Not even free food. They don't even get dental. They don't even get dental, donkey. Let's go to the roof. You again, cat. Gracious heavens, you again? That's my line. You are decidedly unavoidable. One might even believe he was being followed. Yet your footsteps do not deceive you, for this place could certainly use the sacred blows of your holy bat. Perhaps you already know that the floor of this building housing the administration's postal service is haunted by ectoplasms. Finding the floor from which these intangible monsters originate in order to slay them would be most judicious. Perhaps the task before you stretches too wide for your narrow mind. If that's so, I may perhaps be able to provide you with advice. Yeah, that would be a little welcome. Open your ears wide and listen well, for nothing will make me say this twice, not even the most pathetic entreaties. In one of the 4 rooms constituting the ground floor, the employees seem to have been trained under most particular directives. One of the 4 rooms constituting the ground floor, the employees seem to have been trained under particular directives. Additionally, if it were necessary to make a choice, I would choose the lowercase over the uppercase. That is all. Wait. The lowercase over the uppercase? So the floor would be whoever is using lowercase then? Oh, also, I did see, that was Echo Blast who donated those, who's gifted those subs earlier. Thank you. Lowercase? So it would be whoever starts their sentence in lowercase, I guess. Is that what they're trying to tell me? God, that noise is so disturbing. I don't like it. Wait. 3078 stand 316. Wait, all these guys speak in... Hang on. What did the cat say again? Confused. Maybe would it be one of those employees over there? But I can't get over there. The speaking kind of reminds me of Banjo-Kazooie characters would talk. It's very weird, creepy. If you go to the top right office, can you loop around the right-hand side to get to the other bottom? If you go to the top right office, can you loop around the right-hand side to get to the other two that you can't normally reach? Let's see. Yeah, how do I reach those? I guess I can't reach them from here. Yeah, the cat said something about lowercase, so I feel like it's whoever starts their sentence. Lowercase would be the one? That's just what I'd assume? How do I get over there, though? Can I hit one of them with my bat and tell them to move out of the way? Oh, wait. Legit forgot what the cat said. It said something about... Let me see if it'll tell me again. It's time to go. Ooh, get home safely. Safe travels. Oh, I wish the cat would repeat it. Yeah, I wish there was a way I could get down there and talk to those two employees. Something about find the one that repeats themselves or something like that. So would it be the number has to be the same? Is that it? Wait. This is the same. 2584. 2584. Stamp 10258. Ah. 10258. Yeah, this one. They all repeat themselves here. Okay. 10258. One, oh, 2, 5, 8. Aha! There we go. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that tip. I know when you talk to someone, it's random. Yeah, alright. So all the ones are repeating themselves. There. Nobody here, though. This is creepy. There's gotta be somebody here. Oh. Okay, that sounded a little different. I'm the batter. Where are the phantoms? I'm very afraid. Help me. Oh my god. Bro. Ah! Alright, you look important, so... Resist metal, metal bats, weak to... Resists metal, resists bats, weak to smoke. Okay. Weak to symbols. I don't know what that means. I'm guessing I'll learn what that means. Special attack with low impact, special attack inflicting poison, minimal impact. Let's try that. Alright, at least we inflicted a status condition. That's probably a good thing, right? Oh. Did they kill themselves? Maybe it's his suit that has taken control of his brain. Strange. Strange indeed. First version, they lie 6 feet under, surrounded by hot metal and liquid plastic. Cryptic. This reminds me of Goodnight Poon Poon. A little bit, right? The art style. I still need to read that. Boom. Ah! Master Hand. I'll have to heal after this, I think. I don't know if anybody's ever read Goodnight Poon Poon, but I know it's supposed to be really good. Alright, I knew I would need a bunch of luck tickets for wherever I was going next. Oh, alright, we have a few different ways we can go, it looks like. Second version, they're 8 and they have long beards. They watch what's happening from their higher silver shelves. What does that mean, though? Oh, this is getting confusing. Single big insect whose mandibles spit meat. What's with the weird fascination with meat in this game? Like, a lot of the items have meat in the name. Felt them cogs in my brain moving, kinda scary. I like playing games that make your brain move. Fourth version, there are 4, each one assigned to an element. They protect their respective crystals. But what are they talking about? But what about my peanuts? Are we gonna have to fight that guy? Oh, that's a lot of enemies. Probably need to save my SP, actually. Oh. Oh, I didn't want to do that. But okay, whatever. Understood. Have a good day. I'm just kidding. We're gonna go beat that guy up. Oh. I don't have a code. I suppose we'll have to go get the code. Somewhere else. The enemies are so creepy. Meat equals good. Meat. I like meat. What is this ring supposed to be even? Is it gonna turn on me later? Okay. And I already went to that one, so I think I need to go to this one, maybe? Five, like the fingers on a hand. Their lungs produce primordial smoke. What? Wait. Oh, this is so confusing. How come you're still a gremlin? Welcome, Haunted Putty. Welcome, welcome. I'm just waiting on a couple of more things until I announce when debut will be. But it's coming soon, don't worry. Soon I will no longer be gremlin. Debut trailer coming soon. I don't want to miss it. Don't worry. I will make sure nobody misses it. You will have no choice but to make it to my debut. I will force you. If you don't come to my debut, then I'll cry. You don't want to make me cry. Oh, an aura of justice has been found. I'm aura farming, everybody. Okay, well that leads me to nowhere. Now, would the code still be 1058? In that case? Am I going the right way? I guess I'll say 10258 maybe? Oh. No, that's not it. Where would I find the code then? Gremlin is a state of mind, indeed. Gremlin is a state of mind. Just like horse is a state of mind. Boom. Die. Hi, Bunnet. Hello, INF with you. Welcome, welcome. Happy Tuesday. We're playing a fun little spooky game tonight, which we haven't done in a while. We're playing off. Humps. You a baseball player? We're the Bata. Hey, Bata Bata, swing. We're just known as the Batter. I don't know what team we play for. I also don't know where I'm going. We're already here. Okay. Are these supposed to be hints? I guess not. Did everybody watch Knights of Guinevere? I saw the trailer. I still need to watch the show. It looks really good. Jen showed me the first episode of The Owl House the other day, and that was really cute. She was preparing me for Knights of Guinevere, but Knights of Guinevere looks really good. I know it's supposed to be spooky. It's like a horror. So I'll definitely have to check it out. How was it? Did you like it? It's so cool seeing all these like internet animations become so big now and made by like big name people. It was amazing. I've been hearing it's really, really good. I'll have to watch it. Okay. So do I need to go a different way now? I don't know. All right. Well, My brain is starting to get a little tired, and we are past 3 hours here. So I think on that note, I'm probably gonna end here, actually. And we can figure out that puzzle for next time. But I'm enjoying this game. This is definitely very up my alley. So I think this is one that we're probably gonna return to. I might make this like a like an every Tuesday game that we do, like how I used to do. Remember when I played the game Midnight Train? I remember I used to play that on Tuesday. So maybe I'll make that like my new Tuesday game now, because I can see I see myself really wanting to finish this one and see how it continues to go. So that's probably what I'm gonna do. But this was fun though. This was a lot of fun. But I'm probably gonna end off here. Let's see, how do we close out? Okay, quit to desktop. Okay, there we go. There we go. Very good, very good. That was off, everybody. That was off. We're gonna beat off, everybody. We're gonna beat off. Knights of Guinevere is so good. Watch it sooner than later. Yeah, I'll definitely have to watch it. I'm gonna watch it. I was thinking of maybe watching it with friends, but I really want to watch it soon. I wonder if you could sing the KPO Demon Hunter songs. I still need to watch the movie. I still need to watch K-pop Demon Hunters, but I've been hearing the songs. I hear them everywhere. The other day at the beach, somebody was playing a K-pop Demon Hunters song, so they are everywhere, but maybe eventually I'll have to. But yes, thank you everybody for joining me tonight. This was a really, really fun stream. Thank you everybody for watching me play a fun game. I'll try to be back later this week. Hopefully either on Thursday or Friday I'll be back for it. I don't have any last minute beach trip plans this week. So hopefully I will actually be able to stream on Thursday or Friday this week. But until then, it was lovely seeing you all. Thank you to everybody who followed today, everybody who gifted subs, everybody who donated bits, everybody who just hung out here with me tonight. It means the absolute world seeing you all here. Thank you, Roro. Thank you, Fluffy. Thank you, Haunted Putty. Thank you, Echo Blast. Thank you, Doc. Thank you, Jacob. Thank you, Lumi. Thank you, Trick Proof. Thank you to everybody. It means the world that you were all hanging out with me here tonight. It looks like we have some people that we can read tonight. So let's see who we're reading. I see Lauren streaming. Let's go read Lauren. It looks like Lauren is playing Reaper with some friends. So we're gonna go read Lauren tonight. Everybody go send Lauren some love. Lauren's real cool. We love Lauren here. But yes, thank you everybody for hanging out with me tonight. It was so wonderful to see you all. Thank you for the support as always. Thank you for watching me game and just having a grand old time on a Tuesday night. I can't wait to see you all later this week. Have a wonderful, wonderful night, everybody. Please take care of yourselves. And anybody who's feeling sick, please feel better. Anybody who's feeling healthy, go enjoy the rest of your evening. Or just, even if you're feeling sick, go enjoy the rest of your evening. Everybody enjoy the rest of your evening. Bye, 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 bye.